Hello, everyone, and welcome to another installment of Freaky Friday. Steven is back. I was flying solo yesterday.
That's right. Got caught
which
up on
is
some
good.
work.
My voice. 4 or 5 hours flying solo is a lot of streaming to do.
It was nice and casual. I liked it. I had you on. I had your voice on in the background for a little while.
Yeah, I had no idea. You
like,
popped in for a
this is
second.
weird.
Yeah.
I did pop in. Yeah, it looked good. Everything was cool. How was co-op Middle Earth?
Really solo Middle Earth, right?
Yeah, no, I mean co-op solo. Yeah.
It was great. I feel like I streamed it solo like a month ago when you were gone, and I feel like we played that first game. There are little things I noticed when I was deck building the time before, and then yesterday when I was playing solo, that once it clicked and I could see that it was there, like a very basic difference. Before I don't want to dive too far into this, but there's basically regions and sites. So, it's like Minas Tirith is a site, and then the region might be some name that they don't mention very often.
Sure.
But the little icons that either have circles behind them or not, it's like the circle behind it actually really matters. That's what makes it a region.
Okay.
So you're looking at the map, and if it's got the circle behind it, that's the region icon. Anyways, it made a lot more sense.
And solo worked. Because it was a new variation.
Actually,
right?
yeah.
A lot of people out there playing solo Arkham, I imagine. So this is something, if you can pick up some old Middle Earth cards, I mean...
It was surprising, actually, how well it worked. And then there were some clever little systems, and then there were some improvements recommended from people on chat, where it was like, hey, if you did it actually a little bit different, it would feel a lot more like the real game. And it was like, yeah, that's right.
Did you win?
Yes.
Tell a story?
So, yes.
Good book?
That was the main thing.
Yeah.
But that was the thing when I started deck building for that, which was interesting, which is like, it naturally requires you to be very thematic when you're deck building. Like it almost prompts it. So I had no other choice. And then you start realizing, like, at first deck building seems impossible for that game.
Yes.
And then when you just start doing it, it was like, well, I want to play Aragorn, right? And then it was like, what is my deck trying to do? And
so
it was
it
like,
gives you that kind of like
so like,
down,
and you have to score points. And anyways, it was really fascinating. I had a really good time. If you're interested in that game, you should check it out. I did the stream yesterday, but I'm happy you're back.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be back
everybody.
for Arkham. This is always one of my favorite ways to end a week. We get to hang out with all the people on chat.
This Undone board is looking hot today.
It doesn't look undone to me.
Look at this guy. Ooh, it's looking good. I'm glad to bring a lighter color into the palette here.
I'm on the old Carcosa
kind of
train.
That silvery green. That turned out beautifully. I told Jonathan it's unusual. I mean, it's hard because every time I think it's my fave. But this is in my color spectrum. This is my palette that I usually lean towards. So it has a really particularly good effect on people like me. I love it, kind of that watery,
it's got like an icy, watery
spectral kind of feel,
vibe. I like it a lot. It looks great from over here, especially because like the lights bouncing. I think I probably get more of that than you. Maybe not.
Not good. Ben, it's not on sale quite yet, but we're almost there. We're gonna start there. We're doing the production and getting everything outlined, and you gotta build it. You gotta build it ahead of time. How's everybody doing? It's Friday. Welcome to Friday. Welcome to Arkham. We're gonna be playing what has been told or said to be the worst scenario in Arkham.
The thing I said was, or not said, the thing I saw was worst scenario in this campaign. Maybe not.
But I have it high in the running.
I have a vote for worst in Arkham.
Well, Forgotten Age is a special kind of
snowflake
experience. Yeah. Yes, special kind of experience. I don't think City of Archives can be. It's not a bad scenario. Perhaps it could use a little smoothing into that particular campaign, in and out of. The scenario itself, aside from the mechanic that I absolutely hated, but good to hear, Chris Hodevac here.
Also, shout out to Chris. Thanks for dropping those books off. He hooked us up with more of these for our future use.
What Andrew asking, I thought for sure they were going to announce a Star Wars LCG, like a co-op Star Wars LCG. Do you think that's going to happen? Co-op Star Wars card game?
I don't see why not. Why wouldn't you?
What would your odds be? In the next year.
In the next year. So there's a few people were saying like them not announcing a new Star Wars card game at the in-flight being a concern. The recognition for me is like I think this is a bad year to release a brand new game. Like
I don't know why. Why is that?
Yeah, isolation, etc. Like especially anything that is gonna not necessarily be solo or played at home. So if they do have Star Wars ambitions, whether that's cooperative or not, cooperative may have been okay if there's like a solo variant. Yeah. But like I think you want to hit a Star Wars game when like it's peak Star Wars. Like Star Wars is also as a franchise kind of going through a pause moment. We don't have a movie this year. We do have another
With a
season.
little self-reflection, am I right?
Well, no, I think they figured it out. Which is the new season
Good
of Clone
content?
Wars was fantastic. The Mandalorian was fantastic.
yeah, good writing. Does a
Season
lot.
2 of Mandalorian is supposed to be coming out this year. I think next year is supposed to be the Kenobi show, and then they're going to have Season 3 of Mandalorian.
What if Season 2 of Mandalorian is akin to Season 2 of True Detective, and it's just a complete punt? We can't take another devastating Star Wars build-up and let down, right?
They can't.
I would stop. I would just stop playing the game entirely.
Yeah.
You're in for life. I mean, you will be disappointed for the next 50 years if that's what it takes to maybe catch something good.
Well, luckily, like, obviously 9, we've been talking about this a lot lately on the stream. 9 put me in a bad Star Wars mood. But luckily, Clone Wars and Mandalorian were coming out, and at least those were really
great.
good, right?
Yes,
like,
they were. They were.
Those things were well done for me. So I'm still hopeful. I just think that, like, they have to get away from the Skywalkers, and they have to get away from the standard movies.
Yeah.
And as long as they do that, it'll be whatever. But
Just let
the
it
main
go.
point is,
Wither on the vine.
if they, I would put good odds of a new Star Wars card game of some kind next Gen Con.
Okay.
I would put incredible odds of it happening by the Gen Con after that.
Okay.
And it will either be, this is going to go on record, and that way I can come and clip this out later,
Right,
Gary
right.
V style.
Can't do that.
Which is, I can
Oh, yeah, clip it out.
I'll just
yeah,
come and I'll just
use
like
it,
video
not
it and be
clip
like,
it
hey,
out of
look,
this
I'm a
video, yeah.
genius. Look at me. If you make
Yeah.
enough predictions, no one remembers the other ones.
Yeah. It's going to rain
But-
tomorrow.
I would put a 99% chance that by Gen Con 2022,
Yeah, there's a Star Wars cooperative game.
there's a Star Wars card game.
Oh, here we go. Yeah.
So somewhat either they will do it, or if presumably if they're not using it, then someone else will get the rights and they will do it.
Okay.
But Star Wars is too big. There's too many things going on. I think the universe with the Mandalorian coming out, with the Kenobi show, there's apparently 5 other shows in development as well for the Disney Plus channel. There's going to be a new movie, I think, in 2022. So like 2022 would be like a pretty pivotal year. You're going to have a lot of TV shows actually happening that year. You're going to have a movie coming out. But that's the year I would be betting on. But then one of the next 2 years is a pretty safe bet, in my opinion.
Totally fair. All right. Well, we'll hold you to it. Quick question here. Nikki Nguyen saying, have you guys had a look at the new Skids Parallel Investigator yet? So fun for deck building purposes. I'm sure you haven't. But I certainly have. I saw that this morning. And so they're doing these Parallel Investigators, starting with the core set, it looks like. They did one for Windy. Now they did one for Skids, and they're changing their ability and then their deck building requirements. Same Investigator, same stats, but it's a little bit different. It looks like the black background of the Return to stuff. You can print them out and play them instead of the other one. Because you learn a lot past your core set, years
Weird.
later.
How does that work?
So Skids used to be pay to get an extra action, and then I think his superstar ability was more or less kind of whatever. But this new one, if I remember it correctly, you'd love it. It's a fast action once per turn. You can spend up to 3 money, and then you do a 3 skill test. Basically, that's your you start at the root value of however much money you invested. So it's a 3 test. If you invest 1, it starts at 1. If you invest 3, it starts at 3. So you can get even with it. Then you can pump it with wild or foot cards from your hand. And if you pass it, you double your money.
He's a better.
Yeah, he's the gambler. And then his deck building requirement, he got way different. His also, when he hits the superstar, it's +2, and he can get a level 2 card from discard pile back to hand. That's a great ability.
Huh.
And then I think his deck building now, rather than being boring and core set, is you can include like gambling and fortune cards. So he's got all the gambler stuff, and then he's got his special scenario, which is with the O'Banion gang, which we've encountered here, some kind of gambling type scenario. So it's
Very
super
interesting.
cool, yeah, super cool.
I mean, I think that's a side note. Them doing that is very clever.
Yep.
I think having these like digital, they did it for Destiny as well, but like having these digital cards that you can print and play and just offers you a totally new experience. Because again, it just means that like, if I really like Zoe as an example, so I'm playing in this campaign, but if they give a new version of Zoe at some point, I have a pretty high interest in exploring that. And so like, it's just going to keep people engaged with the game and at the table. And for how little effort does it actually take? I assume it's the same art?
Yep. Same
So
everything.
like,
Yep.
slap in some new text and you have a whole new game afoot.
All right, so we're supposed to now, technically Arkham rules. We're supposed to get our decks before we go through the campaign setup, but I still don't know which one I like better. I still don't know which way we're supposed to do it. So we've got some choices to make. So we're diving into Undimensioned and Unseen, Scenario 5 of the Dunwich Legacy. If you're interested in this book, we can't help you because we don't really know where it comes from.
The
and
mist.
it's very legally dubious, but if you use the internet, you can find most anything. Undimensioned and Unseen, Scenario 5. Your search of the village of Dunwich has uncovered a number of documents, journal entries, and esoteric theories. So remember, We ran into the Whateleys, and there were some kidnappings going on. Your dog got kidnapped. I think we lost...
Someone.
We lost...
Very important.
Well, we didn't write down who died. We just wrote down who survived. Earl. Earl was sacrificed. Which...
He gone.
You know, of all of them, Earl maybe is okay. Reading through these materials leaves you exhausted and emotionally drained. Most of the content was written by a single source, a man named Seth Bishop. Now, Seth Bishop should come to mind because we killed Silas Bishop. You remember the big thing at the end? That was Silas. So seemingly his brother Seth here.
Revenge.
When you ask around town, you learn that Seth is a citizen of Dunwich. Along with several others, Seth had witnessed firsthand the devastation wrought by the events of the Dunwich Horror, as Armitage had dubbed the incident. Curiously, since that time, very few people had seen Seth around town, and those who did claimed his eyes had been bloodshot and his face sweaty and pale, like most of the people I work with at landscaping.
I thought you were going to say here.
Yeah.
Like, hold on.
Yeah, I work with a guy who bought literally a fifth of vodka every day. Think about that. You don't doubt that somebody who... I was the only one who could drive also.
Yeah, weird.
You don't doubt that
Unrelated,
right? Somebody who has seen what Seth has seen would appear nervous or paranoid, but the more you read of his frantic and unhinged writings, the more you believe he is involved in recent events. His writings speak of having gathered the remains and of using arcane methods to imbue the Father's essence into other creatures and eventually into other people. Anytime somebody says Father's essence, I'm pretty much checking out of them being a reliable source for sanity. Yeah. The explanations and diagrams that follow are unfathomably complex and defy understanding, even for a astronomer like Norman. Before you're able to find Seth and confront him, several men and women from the village approach you in a panic. It's back, one of them wails.
What's it?
You recognize him as Curtis Whately of the Undecayed branch. So these are the upcoming standout Whateleys, not the backwards Whateleys that we've been dealing with. Whatever it was that killed them, Fries, it's back, up and smashed the bishop's home like it were made o' paper. Curtis and the other townsfolk are clamoring amongst themselves, raising their voices in panic.
Please do keep leaning into the accent.
So something must have gone wrong. Scenario 6. No, this is scenario 5. It says right here, unless the book's wrong.
If you count our constellation and the consternation of the constellation of the consternation,
Yeah, that's right.
Then
We did go on a cruise ship.
Let me just check the list.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last week we did Blood on the Altar, which we did. This is scenario 5, but so they're counting the deluxe box was 1A, 1B.
Right.
So that's technically one scenario,
Right.
even though it was 2 scenarios. So yeah, any way you want to look at
Why
it.
do they do that?
We have 2 left after this.
Okay, we must decide, man. We got to choose one. This is a little choose your own adventure. There's no
It's a time for choosing.
game context to help us. We can either try to calm down the townsfolk in order to learn more, or we can warn them and convince them to evacuate.
So we can try to calm them down.
Calm them down or tell them to get out of town.
And it's because someone's basically saying that the thing's back.
They're back. The Dunwich Horror is back. They've got a nice little image here too. Kind of gives you an idea what might be in store. You guys can see.
Well,
that.
how do you?
Probably just a block of paint for you guys, but
as Zoe, the arbiter of God's justice.
Yep.
In the game, I feel like. Now, are these the same townsfolk that weren't being too kindly to us earlier? Are we in the same town?
Yeah, but I think they can't be blamed, right? They've got their own troubles. Calm them down or warn them and convince them to evacuate.
Do they seem like convincible people either way?
Oh, no, they seem pretty stuck to their ways, if you ask me. It's kind of like, the kind of folks that wouldn't go out of town for the hurricane.
Or like we grew up in a small town.
Did we?
I think so.
We sure did.
As far as I can.
About 2,000 folks.
As far as I can reckon.
I remember the first time that Jonathan, whenever our YouTube channel crossed 2,000 on the subscribers, and he was like, "Do you realize that there's more people subscribed to our YouTube channel than in our hometown?" And that was a very big deal for us. Now we're at 50K. How big is that? Is that Claremore?
I have no idea.
Claremore cares more.
Bryce is making a face that makes me think it's way more than Claremore.
Way more than Claremore. 50 grand. Okay.
Yeah. You can see, I arranged it now where we can see his face.
Yeah, it's nice. It's good to see you.
When you're flying solo, it's nice to feel like someone else is in the room somehow, kind of. Anyways, I feel like what Zoe would do and what Norman would do might be different, but Zoe would probably try to calm him down.
Calm him down. Okay.
What do you think he would do?
Yeah, I'll calm him down. The stars and stuff. Tell him to look at the constellations. Go to page 94. Okay, we're going to calm him down. You aim to calm the townsfolk so they can explain to you what is going on. They inform you that there was a rumbling to the north, and when they went to investigate, they found the bishop's farmhouse had been torn to shreds. A trail of heavy tracks led into nearby Cold Spring Glen. You know what to do, right? You Arkham folk stopped that last time, one of the townsfolk says. Curtis shakes his head and bites at his lip. We couldn't even see that hellish thing until the old professor sprayed that there powder on it, he says. To this day, I wish I hadn't seen it at all. Something must be done to stop the monster's rampage. But if the documents you found are true, there may be more than one such creature on the loose.
Oh my.
Record in the campaign log that we calmed the townsfolk. Well, that was harmless.
See? My thing about it is, like, if they are the ones that saw it, then, like, they can make their own mind up whether they want to leave or not.
That's right. Very libertarian of you. Thank you.
Yep.
We had the powders, right? Did you take the powders? The powder?
Yeah, I got the, hold on.
Ghazi or whatever?
Hold on, let me find it. I have, what is the name of that stuff? I got Zebulon Whately, and I also got
Old Zeb?
top card of the deck.
It was the powder, yeah.
Powder of Ibn Ghazi.
Yeah.
IBN-Ghazi. Ghazi.
All right, we're here, man. It's time to set it up. This looks eerily familiar to our last one, I gotta tell you. All right, so we're doing Return to Dunwich Legacy, which means this was a very simple one. It's a very simple card here. We only swapped one set. Here, let's just do this the right way. So on the Return to Undimensioned and Unseen, Bryce, I think you have this. It's probably the front and back of the actual card. I actually entered the names in on the Return of Forgotten Age yesterday. I think I labeled mine front and back. I don't know if you guys labeled them like that, but it's the front one called Return to Undimensioned and Unseen. It's got a symbol and then a symbol with an arrow, and then it says continue on reverse side. If you don't have it, I've got it right here. So it just has a little black, yeah, that's it. It has a little black icon there. And then I swapped the one encounter set that it tells me for the little, the old twisty one. And then if we go to the back, we only have one instruction, which is nice. It says remove 4 copies of Brood of Yog-Sothoth from the original scenario and replace them with the 4 new versions. So I've done that here. You can see the little black circle there. So I got 4 new versions. There was 5 total broods. And then we have, for the duration of the scenario, if a Brood of Yog-Sothoth would be put into play, choose it at random from the set-aside versions. So we'll just keep these over here, attach this over here to the thing. And
my knife's hungry.
I don't think it says to attach this to remind us we know what to do. Okay, so then we go to gather all cards from the encounter sets, which we've done. Put one of the 2 versions of the following locations into play. Okay, so we're going to have a bunch of different versions of locations. So
they're under that thing.
I think these are them.
Yep. So there's random of each of those.
So Dunwich, Cold Spring.
And then it recommends, says, during the scenario, you'll often be instructed to choose a random location. This should be done by shuffling together the 6 locations you removed from the game, drawing one at random.
Okay, cool.
To basically identify.
All right, so...
Give me randomly.
Yeah,
start hitting
randomly
them.
choose
so
one,
we'll get rid of this, and we'll get rid of this, and we'll get rid of this one, and we'll get rid of this one.
I'll take this one.
And this one.
All right, nailed it. So there's our 6 active locations. Done. What else we got? Now you don't start, here's the thing about Arkham that I've learned. You don't do anything until you're instructed to do it expressly. Don't jump ahead thinking you know what to do. Remove the other versions from the game. Each investigator begins play in the Dunwich Village. Okay. So we've got the village probably going to be in the middle, if I'm guessing correctly. And then we got a plus sign.
This is, see, it's the circle.
Mm-hmm.
It's over here.
Yep. And it tells us to put that there, and the diamond in the middle, and we'll make this
triangle
pretty in a second. Yeah, here and then here. Okay. So that's kind of the general idea there. And then form a little thing here. This is kind of out here by itself. This is kind of doing its thing, and then this one's underneath. So look at us. We got a kind of a wide shot today, don't we?
That's so nice.
Must have been that Middle Earth CCG.
Oh, yeah, I zoomed out yesterday. Is that a problem?
No, not at all.
I had to get that map. The map's so critical of that game.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. Then we have a little bit of space for our own stuff, too. Set each copy of we begin play here. Dunwich Village. Set each copy of Esoteric Formula out of play. Okay. 4 copies out of play there. An investigator with powder may search the deck and put it into place. So you get the powder. Each investigator searches the collection. It's my least favorite thing. The collection for a random is right here. Random basic madness, injury, or pact weakness and adds it to their deck for the remainder of the campaign. Okay, we're going slowly insane. Okay, where do we want to find these? Where would these even be? Here's some.
Yeah. Just give me the first one, you're fine.
Madness. What do we got? Madness, what else?
Injury or pact.
Madness.
This is for
Madness. Injury. Madness and pact. Madness. Madness Impact.
Someone asking if it's snowing in Arkham, and Jordan said they spilled champagne all over the last one, so they had to replace it. Yep, it happened.
A common problem with Arkham, you know. Man, that's hilarious. So it's any of them in my collection, right?
Yep. Literally, that's fine. Let's shuffle them up and grab one. You good?
Hold on, but I want to make a... There's a lot of good ones in here. Now, there's some that have like the doubt conviction thing going on. We shouldn't use those. Our collection probably should only be Dunwich, but I'm worried about this sleeve that I have.
Why?
Why are these sleeves here?
I handed that sleeve to you, so you can put this in it.
Oh, good.
Can you pick one for me, but don't look at it?
Ugh, gross.
You just broke the one rule.
Wow, we both got basically the same thing except different versions. That's not going to be good for us. Okay, and then the book.
I flipped the page because we already did the thing.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. Oh, there's a lot more to this. Okay. Thank you. Continue, please. Check the number of names recorded under sacrificed in the campaign log, okay? There's only one. We've really only had one sacrifice? If there are one or fewer names, put one copy into play of Brood Yog-Sothoth. Brood of Yog-Sothoth.
What would happen if there were more?
I don't know. Guess we'll find out later when we replay it. Put one copy into play in Cold Spring Glen. Okay. Gross. Put one copy into play in the Blasted Heath. Ugh. And then the final 3 aside out of play. Done. I like that they give me the number to make sure I did it right. Shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards to build the encounter deck. Okay, we're here. Encounter cards. I think we're done.
Locations.
Yeah. Okay, done. Imperceptible creature in.
Oh yeah, where are they?
We're done. Is this the only thing in the deck? I guess so. Make sure I got all my stuff.
So the Powder of Ibn Ghazi says, Powder of Ibn Ghazi enters play with X clues on it or X is the number of characters who survived the Dunwich Legacy in your campaign log.
Survived. So we have 1, 2, 3. 3 people survived.
Okay. I can fast action to move a clue from the Powder to an exhausted Brood of Yog-Sothoth at your location. Hey, we're at Hoth. The Sohoths. Get it?
Oh, I get it.
They're so from Hoth.
Wow.
Did it. So I can move a clue to an exhausted one. Let's start with this location. I'm going to read it.
Dunwich Village?
Because we're here.
Yeah, we got to draw our hands and stuff
And
first.
then
Yeah,
before I do that, too,
stuff.
we got to read those things.
We'll
So I'll do my hands now.
Yeah.
Opening 5. So I've got Stick to the Plan and Ever Vigilant on there. And that's my ideal opening.
You're a legit survivor, or a legit guardian at this point.
Oh, there's my upgraded Survival Knife, MVP.
Level 2 Survival Knife.
Also got my upgraded 3 experience Enchanted Blade.
You're going to Blade Town, man.
So, and I'll get to play those for 3 total, which is good. I also drew my new weakness. Let's look what it does.
Chronophobia.
Chronophobia. Revelation, put Chronophobia into play in your threat area. Force at the end of your turn, take a direct horror. I can take 2 actions to discard it. Now, because I got that in my opening hand, I actually just get to look at the next card. There's another one.
Oh, man, get those
keep
weaknesses
going.
out of here.
Scene of the crime.
That's a good one.
That's why you have to fix your hand before you do anything else, because technically if there are clues here, that would be a good thing to just have. I kind of like that. I have 2 of my 3 assets, so really if I just draw 1 more, I'm in the money. I think I'll trade these 2 in, and then I feel like Scene of the Crime is just super helpful.
Okay. Yeah, good. Yeah, we got you, Twitch. Keen Blaze saying, have no idea if you guys are even looking at Twitch chat. We're looking at all of it. We're the all-seeing eye on chat. Very important note, enemies exhaust after attacking. They do not necessarily have to be evaded to be exhausted, and use the powder on them. I played this wrong so much before finding that out. So when they exhaust to attack, you have an opening to use the powder. Does it say exhausted enemy probably?
Fast action, move a clue from powder of whatever to an exhausted Brood of Yog.
Okay. So during the attack step, they exhaust, and there's a fast action window where you can powder them up.
Here's a question.
Yes? This is where you follow with a question usually.
I didn't ever think about it, but I could have 2 survival knives in play.
Yes, you could.
Now the only reason that would be good is that if I use 1 on an enemy, I could use 2 on the reaction.
You could trigger both of them in the same
So then
window.
it could technically be a 4 damage survival knife reaction.
I don't know why you wouldn't do that.
Well, the only reason is the enchanted blade.
Yeah.
Which is like I have to wait to use these to the enemy phase.
That's true.
So
that's true. But man, that's cool. I mean, take the old 4. I don't think there's any just like general rule about.
The thing I like doing though
like
is using my Ever Vigilant to play a 1-cost survival knife, 1-cost survival knife, 3-cost beat cop.
Boom. That's pretty nice. Okay, so I've got internal injury. That's my new weakness. Direct damage. I won't be doing that with Norm. There's Armitage. So we'll keep Armitage in the opening hand. I think I'll probably keep the cash too. It can double as some much needed money. I don't need these guys right off the bat. I could Stargaze first turn, which is hilarious, but I'm not going to. All right, and then 3 more coming in here. Oh, Christopher and Armitage. Now remember, Zach and I took double charisma. You can't see it, but we've got it. You can feel it, right?
Play all the allies.
So we can have 3 allies. We're playing to the Dunwich Legacy in its finest because you get a lot of allies happening. Franketh, will TC be getting more Marvel Champions core sets anytime soon? Likely as soon as we can. But that whole line is falling into the same old cooperative, can't keep it in print problem. Not a bad problem, I guess. But core sets would be nice. Okay, so I've got my opening hand. I've got 2 allies. I've got a way to gain 4 money, which I probably will do straight away. And then I'm off to the races.
Ready for me to read these acts and agendas?
Please do.
Act 1A, Rampaging Creatures. Reports of terrifying entities wreaking havoc across the countryside have caused the citizens of Dunwich to panic. Worse, the creatures seem to be invisible to the naked eye. That is terrifying. Forced at the end of the enemy phase, move each Brood of Yog Sothoth.
Yog Sloth?
Sothoth?
Sothoth.
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 Sothoth. Sothoth.
Sothoth.
I'm going to say Brood of Yog. Enemy once toward a random location, and that's when you do the randoms. We shuffle up the ones that have been discarded, and then draw one, and that's the one.
That's the one they move. That's smart. Very
wise. Saracenic.
Ooh, yeah, I've never seen that word.
Saracenic script.
Saracen.
Act 1A. The monsters tearing through Dunwich County are immune to traditional weapons. Oh no. Only by reciting a particular incantation can the creatures be defeated. First, you must search the ruins of Wilbur Whately's home in order to find the final sections of the otherworldly script. Objective, only investigators at Whately ruins may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. 2 clues per investigator.
Okay, cool. Nick, bad news for you. The cutoff for Crucible of War on the subs was...
This morning.
This morning. We processed those out this morning. So it's almost always just 2 weeks flat from the release date. So if you're in by that Thursday, you should be good. But
hey, good news, Tim.
It's too late now.
What up, Tim, my bro?
Hey, Tim.
Says, I love this scenario. So someone earlier was saying the worst in the campaign. Tim's saying he loves it.
Okay, cool. Well, I know who I believe.
Sometimes I have similar tastes of Tim. Sometimes I do not.
Okay, we got everything we need.
You got the Whately ruins.
Space. Can we put this stuff far left? And I'm going to slide this whole board up. I'm feeling cramped.
How about we just put it right here?
Okay.
Yeah, zooming out is actually super helpful. It's a balance because you want to be able to, like, people watching can, like, actually see the cards. But can you guys see the cards? Can you see them enough?
Okay, cool. Now I've got a row. Got a row of cards to play. All right, so we got 5 Doom until we advance, and at the end of the enemy phase, move 1 random location, and then we can do 4 clues to get
And you have to be
Whately
here
Ruins.
to do that. Now,
You have to say ruins, by the way. That's something I'm not very good at. Yeah.
Ruins. So let's look at a couple things really quick. First, I just want to look at these broods that are on the table before we even read a location, just so we know. So this is the Brood of Yogg Thrashing Spawn, 1 victory point, 1 health, 7 attack, 3 speed, 2 physical damage, 1 mental trauma is what he hits with. Massive, retaliate. So retaliate is if you miss, he hits you.
Yeah, so retaliate is missing on attacks, they retaliate, and then alert is missing on evades, they retaliate.
Brood of Yogg gets +1 health per investigator and cannot be damaged or attacked except using the ability on an esoteric formula. So it's literally +2 health, which is going to make it a 3 because there's 2 of us. And I assume this is going to be the same. The Brood of Yogg Amorphous Terror, 6 attack, 1 health, 3 speed, massive, +1 health, and can't be damaged except for esoteric formula. Forced after Brood of Yogg enters your location, or vice versa. Test 3 brain. If you fail, take a horror. He does 2 horror and 1 physical as opposed to the other one.
So we got to go powder these guys.
Well, I don't know how to get the esoteric formulas, but hopefully we find out.
Gets +1 health and cannot be damaged or attacked on esoteric formula. Okay, so we've got to find the formula and get away from these guys.
Agreed. Let's look at our location that we're at, Dunwich Village. It is always a relief to get clear of the place and to follow the narrow road around the base of the hills and across the level country beyond till it rejoins the Aylesbury Pike. Afterward, one sometimes learns that one has been through Dunwich. Dunwich Village, flipping it over. 1 clue, 3 shroud. You can take an action to resign.
Let's do it.
You can fast action. You borrow some hounds to track the creatures by scent. An investigator in Dunwich Village may play one of his or her clues on any abomination enemy in play. Group limit once per game.
Okay, so once per game, we can sick the hounds on them if we're there. And we still can't damage them without the formula. So we've got to find the formula, seemingly, and that will turn on clue your way into victory onto the broods.
Yeah, because I have this powder of Even Ghazi, and a
powder of Benghazi.
Fast action, I can move a clue from here to an exhausted Yogg.
So some would say that esoteric formula is going to put those 2 things together.
Presumably. Yeah, but we don't know.
It's pretty esoteric.
So I do feel like before you go anywhere, it's worth knowing, like, if you... Actually, you know what? I could snipe this with my card.
I got working a hunch in hand, too.
That's just a free clue.
2 for a free clue, yeah. Let's see what we get on the top of the deck first. Ooh, crack the case. You want 3 free money?
That would be so helpful.
Quick shout out to Payush here. Payush, you've been blowing us up on chat and orders and whatnot, so thank you so much for that. Just got the entire Dunwich cycle and finished 1A and B. This game is so awesome. Also super excited that got charged for Flesh and Blood and Crucible of War. Yeah,
that makes 2 of us. I'm excited. I saw my charge come through and I was like, let's go. Also, I told you before, by the way, I meant to mention this to you. I thought I'd sign up for 3 boxes. I signed up for 4.
Oh, well, hello.
I remember doing the math, and it was like, you know what? I just want a case. Let's just go with a case.
Here. Jeffrey Smith, is there any chance of more Investigator deck subs opening up?
So a few things. One, if you were already signed up, you should have been charged today, and you get notice about that. We will definitely open more up. I think they may be even open now, but it's too late to get them from through the subscription, the ones that are coming out in a couple weeks. They're supposed to be here this month. But if you'll see the items previously would have said, sign up to receive, basically, subscribe to receive. And those will switch to probably out of stock, join the wait list. And so presumably we will have a limited amount available to just straight up purchase. And if you want those, check out the website, sign up for that wait list. We'll also be talking about it on stream when it's happening probably. But just be aware of that, and then we'll have as many of those as we can, but who knows what supply is actually going to ultimately look like on those decks. And then you can sign up, assuming it's available, you can sign up now for future
I feel
decks.
you, Blake. Hey, Anesthesia Cat, that's amazing. I just found all the Flesh and Blood starters at a slightly less local FLGS, along with half a box of both sets.
Nice.
That's fantastic. Good. I'm glad to see it get some local support. Okay, so I should start here. I'm just going to do Dr. Christopher, engage at a 6-3, pass it, crack the case.
Fast action, move a clue.
You can have some money if you'd like.
So what would be very helpful to me, if I could have 1 money, it means that I get Survival Knife, Enchanted Blade, and Beat Cop into play.
That's good.
Which is like just fire.
It's very good.
Also, just for reference, so we can get back to this, this connects here and here and here. These are all connected.
We need those connectors. Don't they have a word for those, like location connectors?
This
Get
is
it?
not working.
Everybody get it? Yeah, no, we need. It's like somebody needs to make something.
We need to make them.
Or we need to buy it. If we're not going to do it, we need to buy
So
them.
just be aware. These aren't connected.
They aren't, yeah.
These are, though. I'm going to do this. This is off on its own. So you can go up here to downtown, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then this actually connects back to these two.
You can go
This
from the
connects here.
blasted heath. You can't go from heath to meadow. So this is like a one-way track here, yeah?
Yeah.
And this can go to here, though. And then this guy
These are all connected.
can go to there. So it's just the meadow's kind of in the middle of nowhere, honestly.
Yeah.
You do a ring around the rosy across all the
Basically,
other ones.
these are all connected. These aren't. That's the
Okay.
main thing that's not happening.
Yeah. These guys don't go back to the middle.
And this isn't connected. But those do loop around over to the ruins.
But then you can go here to go back to the middle.
Mhm.
Okay. Kind of a weird. I wonder if this
and
is like some weird like
there-
symbology. In this
It's worth
game?
remembering they're going to move randomly.
Yeah.
The reason I'm saying all this is that if we move here, they can't move to us.
Why is that?
Because, they could. This can actually move there. But this can't move here because it's not connected.
Do they have to be able to legally move there? What does it say?
At the end of the enemy phase, move each brood once toward a random location.
Toward, toward. Okay. They don't just like spawn. Okay.
Yeah, so just that's worth remembering wherever you're at. But like in this spot, we can literally these could both move towards us in this location. So we probably don't want to hang out.
First action, Dr. Christopher. Second action, investigate.
Pass that test. Oh, we need to look at our compendium.
-1 for each brood in play. That's currently a -2. So that's a pass.
That was a skull. The hood, by the way, is reveal another token. If you
Dr.
fail, take a
Christopher.
horror. The tablet is a 0. You must either
Get
remove all
money.
clues from a brood of Yogg, or this token's modifier is -4. And the gas mask is a -3. If the token is revealed during an attack or evasion against a brood of Yoth, it immediately attacks you.
Crack the case. A shroud of 3. So we have 3 money to distribute wherever we would like. I'm pretty good on money.
So I at least need 1, but if I have 2, that means technically next round I could open my turn with a scene of the crime.
Yeah, go 2. I'll take 1. Crack that case. Licorice case. I said whip it. Okay, now where are we going to go? Should I take the fast action now and just blind drop a clue on something?
Yeah.
That's bold. They all are the same, right? 7, 1, 3. How about we drop it on the big one?
Yep.
Massive retaliate. Doesn't have retaliate here. And we got to test brain stuff. This one's awful. Take a horror. This one's normal. Let's do this guy.
All right.
Taking the fast action once per game. It's been used. Dunwich Village. Complete the set. Then last action.
Gonna move to that.
To the meadow?
Yeah.
I feel like it wants us to go to the meadow, and we're going to get very much punished for it.
Well, you're not gonna move to these.
No, I'm not. You're right. All right, Norm, come on down.
Hold on.
All right, hold on. We
I need my flavor.
10-acre meadow. Here comes the flavor. The trees of the frequent forest belts seem too large, and the wild weeds, brambles, and grasses attain a luxuriance not often found in settled regions. At the same time, the planted fields appear singularly few and barren.
Creepsters.
It's like Tolkien. 10-acre meadow flipped over. There's 3 more clues, so we drain this puppy, and we are out of the first act. No, wait, we're not, because we chose to set 1 on the other thing. You set a bait using a live animal. Each investigator may place 1 of his or her clues on abomination enemy in 10-acre meadow. Okay. So we should probably get the clues, advance the thing before we start dropping onto
Yeah,
them.
but I think using that action is fine.
That's fine. That's fine.
All right.
Okay, we're here. Only a 2 shroud. That's easy mode.
Mine? Mm-hmm. I'm going to start. We're all good. Guardians start, which is I'm going to use my stick to the plan to play Ever Vigilant. Ever Vigilant, 1 experience Ever Vigilant. Says 1 at a time, play up to 3 assets from my hand, reducing the cost of each by 1. So we'll get a 1-cost survival knife, 2 XP version. We'll get a 3-cost beat cop, 2 experience version.
See you later.
Then we'll get the 3-cost, 3 experience enchanted blade, but only for 2. Wah, wah, wah. Man, it's so good.
Hope you can use those in this scenario, huh?
Well, I got to try, I think. Then I'll move. And then, are these connected?
You want to snipe one of those clues? That's within Zoe range, right? 2
No.
book to 2.
That's not
Shroud?
within range. That's not even a... I think I'm just going to move out to see if there's enough clues in the next location.
Okay, where are you going?
Because, like, technically he
The
could come
Devil's
here.
Hop Yard?
I can't
No,
go
you
here. I could
there.
only go here.
You go to the ruins. That seems like a place you might want to be. Read the description and tell me if you want to go there.
Whately Ruins. It was as though a house launched by an avalanche had slid down through the tangled growths of the almost vertical slope.
Now, there's a very real world in which I get dogpiled on right here into the meadow, right?
Well, this thing would have to go here.
Okay, so only 1. And it's massive.
This
so
thing could go there, yeah.
I just have to move out and take a little 1-2.
Now, because I can't damage it.
You can't damage
So I'm
it. All
actually
we can
kind of
do is
useless.
evade it.
Yeah.
What's your foot stats? A mighty 2. Mine's a mighty 1. So we need to find the. We need to find that Miss O'Reilly real quick.
Yeah, I don't think me being in the same location matters that much. At least one of us could be safe.
Yeah, and might as well be the person.
Let's
with
go to
all
the ruins.
knives, right?
Whately Ruins. 2 shroud, 2 clues per investigator. Each investigator in Whately Ruins gets -1 brain. Action, test 4 book. If you're successful, move a brood of yacht enemy 1 location, any direction.
Yeah, that's good. I'll be there. Oh, there's our 4 clues
Yeah.
with 2 shroud. Hey, clues are easy to come by, man.
Yeah, it's like they want us to find them. So I played move.
Not the
End of
most
my turn.
complex reality here.
Go to black.
Yeah,
and white.
welcome to Hot Ones, the show with the hottest answers and even hotter wings. My name's
El
Sean,
Steverino.
what have you. All right.
So we unexhaust.
When do they move? At the end of the enemy phase?
Force at the end of the enemy phase. You have that random deck of cards?
Yep. So that would be before enemies do stuff before everything unexhausts. So we're technically still all very exhausted. Wait, this is wrong. I think that's right, yeah. Enemies hunt, then they attack, and then everything unexhausts. Happy Friday, history table.
So my question is, like, I assume we pick one and then shuffle it back in?
Yeah. It's just a way to easily. Should you just want me to pick the top one, or do you want to pick one? You can see both. You can see it all.
You can just shuffle them and deal the top card.
Cold Spring Glen.
And we'll start with the top one, whatever that is. Where's Cold Spring Glen?
Boom.
So he's going to try to move down. He can't move here.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2.
So he's got to go here.
Brood to the village. You can't move towards where you already are. Who's laughing now? Stupid brood. Idiot. All right, everything unexhausts.
Gaining money.
Gain a card.
Making money moves.
Ooh, another doctor. So I could send him to
I
the.
need a doctor. All right. Well, it's clue time, right?
It's clue time. Yeah. I think I'll probably get the kit out just to have it. What kit?
The fingerprint kit?
Yeah.
Hey, you should.
So my play is going to be fingerprint kit, grab 2 clues, grab a clue.
People saying, don't we need to reveal for another brood? I think they both move.
Oh, you got to do it for each one. Move each brood enemy once toward a random location.
Well, I could read that either direction.
Huh, is that one
English.
random location they all move towards?
Sea World.
Or is every brood moving differently? Does it FAQ or something, anything like that? Oh yeah, we get all the bad stuff, yeah. All right, draw a location per brood. I mean, how do you know that? We'll do the bad stuff, but how do you know that? How do you know that? Hold on, let's look at it. Read it again. At the end of the menu phase, move each brood once toward a random location. It's one location. If it said at the end of the menu phase, reveal a random location for each brood and move it, towards the
or if
location.
it said at the end, each brood, like.
It's been confirmed independently. Did somebody get on Twitter and talk to Matt? Do we have a screenshot? Okay. Well, we'll do it. We'll do it that way. Sure. The people want it. Now, if I were at the kitchen table, there's no way I would have read it like that.
Yeah, no way. I would have. You'd have to write it like at the end of this whatever turn.
Blank said it's in the FAQ. Okay, Josh has got us from the FAQ. Yes, it's legal. Dunwich Village.
Well, they're now together.
brood friends. Okay.
That's actually really good.
That's very good for us, yes. So let's do one Doom on, if you would, please.
Doom on.
Yeah.
Bad card.
Bad card, here we go.
Eager for death. Test 2 brain. Increase the skill's difficulty by 1 for each damage on you. If you fail, take 2 harder.
Don't
so it's a
forget
3.
your -1 brain here.
3 test to my now 3 brain, because I'm too weak.
Wow, your brain's like nothing now. So you're a 3 brain?
Yep, to a 3
You're a
test.
2 brain because you're -1.
No, I'm normally a 4.
But you got this thing.
That makes me a 3.
And then -1 for the damage, right?
Well, +1 to the skill test, yeah. But yes, so it's a 3 to a 3 is where we're at now.
Okay.
Um,
And what happens? Take 2 harder?
It's bad.
Ah, you got to beat cop for that, right? 1 and 1.
That's why it's here. I'm ahead by none. Give me that 0. Channeling them Tony Zeros energies.
Yeah, get that Tony energy in here. It's a -2. He failed. Take 2 harder.
Give me the beat cop and free my soul.
Ooh, an avian thrall. Praise the lowest, and the hunter there. Praise the lowest book stat. While it's being attacked using a ranged firearm or spell asset. Wow, you chose the wrong weapons for this one. It's -3 fight. So this is a 5 fight, but if you're using anything at range, it's only a 2. Need to find that wither. Yeah, so I need help.
Help!
Help. You can hit a 5, right? Isn't that what you're here to do?
That's literally what I'm here to do.
1 survival knife, beat cop, enchanted blade away from victory. Get that sweet money.
All right, mine?
Yeah.
Or is
Still
our turn?
yours.
I think
Yeah.
I'm going to move to you and engage that enemy so you can actually do stuff.
Yep. I like that idea. It's my favorite idea.
Help! I'm going to move, engage, enchanted blade, and then I'll survival knife him to the ground.
Yep. Before he even hits you.
Yeah, move, engage, gain a buck, because that's what I do. And then we'll use my survival or my enchanted blade, 3 experience, +2 for the attack. So now I'm at a 6, plus my beat cop makes me a 7. 2 is 5, I'm ahead by 2.
I've got a 2 wild boost if you want it.
I mean, 2's going to get most of these, right?
Yeah, it'll get the skull. It'll likely get the hood. It'll, yeah, the tablet probably doesn't matter so much. You'll fail on the gas mask, and there's probably like a -4 in there, so.
I'm okay if I have to take the hit. I'll say that much.
Okay.
Here we go. Skull for
Yeah, you did
-2.
it.
So then I'll use a charge and it'll make it 2 damage. And then it's your turn.
Move, engage, attack. Thank you, Zoe.
I have 1 job.
All right, pay 4 for the fingerprint kit. This is my job. Oh, hey, guys, we posted, we've got all the decks. We made a Team Covenant account on Arkham DB, and we've got the decks that we've used in all of these scenarios, all these campaigns.
I don't think I posted mine yet.
There was 3 of them from you on there.
I don't think they've been published.
Oh.
I think they were just, I got them there, and then I was going to do the little write-ups, and I haven't done that yet.
I got you.
And also, I couldn't publish my Zoe deck because I have the experienced survival knife in it, and it was saying it hadn't been released yet, so it wasn't legal. So
Yeah,
I
totally
couldn't publish
fair.
it.
Sulker's Mobile's got a good idea. You could use the beat cop instead of a charge.
That's fair. So hit for 1. I like that a lot because
then
I like
exhaust the
using
beat
those attacks to
cop,
take him out.
Yeah.
And then exhaust the beat cop. He takes the damage, and I deal the damage.
Yeah, that's good. That's some hot moves there. Thank you. It's a lot better when you have more players.
Yep.
All right, first action fingerprint kit. Second action, a 5, 6, 7 test to a 2. We know how this goes. -2 is a success, so we're going to gain 2 clues. Exhaust Malone Christopher to gain 1 money.
Nice.
And move on. Then the final action.
You gonna move?
I can either move or I can drain this thing.
So technically, they could
scene?
both move here,
Yeah.
and I do have scene of the crime.
Okay.
So I can snipe that clue up, and you can go ahead and get here and prepare for next round.
Right on.
And then be safe.
I'm out of here then. Norm's got nothing to prove.
Well, storming out of here.
All right, so then we'll go to the enemy phase. They don't move yet, but you're going to have an attack from the Avian Thrall.
Yep. So before that happens, I'm going to survival knife.
Boom.
+2, which makes me a 7 again. I'm ahead by 2.
Level 2 survival knife.
I would like
bringing the goods.
I would like to beat this. So, because I don't want to take the damage. But those attacks are going to matter later. I'm just going to go 2 ahead.
2 ahead. That's a safe, not a great test, but a safe test.
It's a good test, not a great test.
Yeah, you're welcome, Frankie. There it is.
-2.
-2. You did it.
Avian Thrall's out of here.
The crazy thing about upgraded survival knife, the damage goes through before the attack. How is
so
it
good.
possible?
It's magic.
That's how you survive right there.
Okay, so then bad stuff. What happens first? Enemies before we get our stuff?
So the enemy phase happens, and then at the end of the enemy phase, that's when all the attacks in Hunter happens. Then at the end of it, we actually resolve these and move.
So this should have happened before that attack?
No. This happens at the end of the enemy phase.
Oh, so they can't attack the turn they move?
That's correct.
Okay, great.
Yep. You always got a turn. That's right. Keen Blaze is correct.
Yeah.
10-acre meadow. That's you.
It's me.
I guess we should have chosen one first.
That one.
All right. So then the second one.
Yeah, I knew I could play it. That's what I was saying, though. It's like, I get how that you could think I meant it the other way, but if they move here and you were here, now they're massive, so that's a problem.
10-acre, exactly what you
great.
thought.
Right.
Hey, good luck, Zoe. Now, that's a real problem for you.
Dumon?
Dumon, yeah.
It's not that bad. Card?
Yeah.
Avian Thrall.
Oh, I need to wait. We draw a gain of money.
Gain me a buck. Gain me a buck from engaging.
There's free stargazing off the top there. Everything unexhausted that needed to gain the money, gain the buck, gain the card.
And I got my bad card.
And you got your bad card. Okay. And you got another thing. Uh-oh. You're in a bad spot.
I have to make a brain test.
Mm-hmm.
If I fail, I take a horror. It's a 3. I'm a 4. So that's good. I'm ahead by 1.
Mm-hmm.
Taking it.
Oh,
Plus
plus
one.
1. And
Passed.
Zoe says yes.
All right, now you get your bad card.
All right. Bad card for me is Violent Commands. Deal 2 damage to Investigator on my location and discard it. At the end of my turn, test 3. If I fail, take a horror. So basically, I'm going to take horror forever unless I deal 2 damage to an Investigator at my location.
You can do that to me in a minute. Want to have another ally out?
Or I could cancel it with this Warder Protection.
What up, Rand? Saying mail just delivered my Team Covenant box. Unboxing my trays and counters now. That's awesome. Enjoy.
I don't like that. I feel like damage is going to be a critical resource in this one. Because, like, you've got... I don't even know how you're going to deal with what you're dealing with over there.
Well, the first thing we're going to do is you're going to do this thing. See what happens.
Yeah. Yeah. If all goes according to plan. Let's see. Cancel it for a horror. This could get me out of a lot of problems. Yeah, I'm going to cancel it. With the old Warder Protection, level 2. Take a horror. Oh, and I have a physical trauma, I forgot. Okay.
All right.
Now, first action, let's try the kit, yeah?
Yep.
Oh, I can move a Yogg-Sothoth enemy one location any direction.
That'd be helpful.
I could push one off of you.
You could push them technically both off me.
That's true.
Teamwork making the dream work.
+1. Oh my
Nailed
gosh.
it.
Here comes 2.
You spending them?
Here comes Dr. Milan.
Gain the buck.
And we'll spin 4 to advance the act, yeah?
All right, advancing the Act 1A. So Act 1B.
2 actions remain.
Check the campaign log. If Dr. Armitage survived the Dunwich Legacy. Did Dr. Armitage survive?
Yeah, I think so. I think everybody, yeah. Armitage, he's right here in my hand.
There, Armitage sighs a breath of relief, jotting down the last phrases of the formula. I have translated the last of it. He shudders as he hands you the script, the words conjuring forth memories of his battle with the creature. I hope this is the last time I'll have to read it, he admits, but if we do nothing, the end result will be much, much worse. Each investigator puts into play one set-aside esoteric formula. Hook me up.
On it. Put it into play. Does it tell us where to put it into play? Oh, wait, are they the same? Yes, they're the same. You own it. I own one.
Fight. Use your brain instead of your fist. You get +2 brain for this attack for each clue on the attacked enemy. Use this ability only on an abomination enemy.
Okay, so clues equal buffs. So I go to a 6 with 1 clue. You go to a 6 with 1 clue. We've got to hit a 6 or a 7 on their fight stats, so they probably need 2 clues for us to be reasonable at this.
And they've got 3 health. Okay. It's a shame I can't dynamite these guys.
Yeah. Well, you know, ancient
All
evil,
right.
etc.
Act 2A. They must be destroyed. With the formula in hand, you finally have the means to destroy the creatures wreaking havoc in Dunwich, but only if you can survive long enough. Objective: defeat as many brood of Yogg-Sothoth enemies as you can. If there are no copies of Brood of Yogg in play or set aside, advance.
How do we get more in?
Well, I'm sure bag cards are going to bring more in, or other locations are going to bring more in.
So we're in a position, you can bait one. Oh, I could come in, bait one, hit this, and kill it.
Well, it's got 3 health.
The text.
Yeah, so honestly ideal for me, because I have a fast action to put a clue on.
Mm-hmm.
So if I put a clue here, I'm at +4. And I
Do
can...
you have any clues?
No, from this.
It's from the
From
the
that
powder.
thing. Yeah, I have 3 of those banked up. So technically, it's like if you can move this one out, and I'm just facing this one enemy, because he doesn't have retaliate or anything. So I literally will, if you leave him here,
Can you do 3 tests? Just like that?
I can do 3. We'll see if I pass or not.
What about the avian guy?
You know,
worried about that?
I'm gonna put a beat cop. And,
Beat cop survival knife, and then come in with a blade and get some horror soak?
I wouldn't even use the beat cop in that case. Yeah.
Or you could, I guess you would use the beat cop, and then you would take 1 and 1 from the attack, kill the beat cop, and then hit the survival knife, and then blade it. Probably. Unless you just don't want to kill the beat cop, and that's... Oh yeah, we do need to exhaust them to put the clue on from the powder. Don't sleep on that. It's going to be an issue. So I could also just push both of them off, and
Then I deal with this.
deal with that, and then we could keep building, and then maybe get them not in the same place at the same time. I could also push one in the Stargaze. Let's not sleep on that. What do you think? How do we get out of here? We just got to keep killing Yoggs, right? Keep smashing Yoggs. And I could also run around here and presumably put more clues on them. You can use the formula on the birds. Oh yeah, you could. You can always fight with your head instead for a +2. Wait, and it's a spell. So don't they have -3 if it's a spell? So you can hit them for 1 easily, if that's interesting to you.
Medium.
Medium interesting. All right, so we gotta either exhaust them, let them attack you to drop clues on them, or we just do it the old-fashioned way. We do it with the live bait trap. We come up here to down here to the glen that probably has one of those effects on it. We go to the hop yard. I gather a couple of clues next turn and start pushing.
So I have some interesting stuff actually.
There's a lot of encounter deck over there also, so we presumably will not drop an enemy every turn.
That's the goal. Let me do some math really quick.
Okay.
So if I do that,
Math it out. Got
That's
2
great.
actions remaining.
if I do that, then I can do that. He's got 3. So I kind of like. Here's what I'm thinking.
And what are these? So this is a 2 damage, 1 sanity. That's a 1 damage, 2 sanity.
Yeah.
They've all got sweet victory too.
Sweet, sweet victory.
Sweet, sweet victory.
So what I'm thinking is, if you push 1 off, what I can do is a couple things. 1, I can Spectral Razor here for 3 damage.
Oh, very nice.
And it's a spell, so he's going to have -3.
Yeah.
He's going to be at a 2, and I'm going to be at...
You'd be at like immense, a number higher than I can even conceive. It's like
Add my brain value to your skill value for this attack.
Yeah, so it's 8. Your skill
Yeah,
value
so I'm at
being
8.
Fist.
8 to 2. I'm ahead by 6. Only one thing fails this, but it would do 3 damage.
Yeah, we've seen that before. Yeah, it's not going to happen.
But assuming it does 3, then I can literally save him for my survival knife. Because, I mean, it's fine.
Or just cop him off the table. But I guess you may as well save him for the survival knife.
Yeah,
because
the survival knife's just going to
waste
ace him. But so if I Spectral Razor, I basically deal with this in 1 action. Then I could literally scene of the crime.
Oh.
Get the clue.
That's clever.
That's the first thing, technically. So get the clue, and then fast action it on to someone.
Onto the brood.
Yeah. And then whoever's in my location, when they attack me, they're going to exhaust, so I can move another clue. So there's going to be 3 clues on that one.
So +6, basically.
And then I have a dodge in hand.
Oh, yeah, there it is.
So I just cancel one of the attacks.
You can pay for all of that.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to try to push, I'm going to try to push this brood off of you, and then if that works, I'm going to hit that stargazing.
Okay.
Press it, press it.
Push the gas.
Push the gas, as they
now,
say.
here's the thing, because I'm gonna basically be able to put 2 clues on. So we can either have 3 on this, or we can have 2 on that.
Or we can have 2 on this, 1 on that. Do you want to do it that way?
Well, whoever
set the other one up.
Whoever you're leaving is who I have to put 2 on.
Oh, right, because the exhaustion.
Yeah, so he's either gonna have 1.
Which one do you like more?
Well, I like this one less because it's doing the sanity damage.
Yeah, because this one, when it enters the location, so
that's the one we want to get rid of.
We want it to die. Yeah.
So then if you leave him, 3 clues go on. We each get +6 against him. But then we're going to have to find a way to get...
Oh, we'll find a way. We'll find a way. So my first action next turn, I'll grab these 2. I'll move to the Glen. Probably some kind of splashy water effect that we can use to put a thing on. Okay, so let's see. What do we got?
Oh, Spectral, actually, this says asset. Spell asset.
Oh, yeah. Keen Blaze, you're right on. Yeah.
But still, it's a pretty good test.
Okay, so I'm going to drop Christopher into this test to get me at +3. So it's currently a 4 book to my 6 +1.
Yeah,
so it's a 7.
I like this succeeding. Would do again.
Yeah, would do again. Would succeed again. So let's try to test Whately Ruins here. Move in any direction. Nailed it. Which direction do we want to move? Is there any kind of strategy to this?
So he can move here or to the plus sign, which is you. So I assume not to you.
I don't want to move into me, no.
And hopefully he will move to either of these locations.
Okay, so that was successful. And then last action, I've got 2 money. I think I'm going to play the Stargazing.
Okay.
I've always been happy that I did it.
Top 10.
Oh, and a Water Protection coming in at the top of the next round as needed. Yeah, so top 10, and I put my Stargazing under my Warren, my Norman card.
Normandy.
How slick is that? Top 10, shuffle it in, say your prayers, eat your vegetables, take your vitamins.
Kids. Ah.
And then I'll pass it over to you. Cool. This is cool.
Yeah.
I'm in it. I get it.
It's somewhere in the top 10.
All right, yeah,
Good luck.
You see that out there?
Namaste. All right. So mine, first thing I'm going to do is scene of the crime to get a clue. Then I'll fast action to put that clue.
Scene of the crime doesn't take attacks of opportunity, right? Does it say that expressly at the end of it?
Does not provoke attacks of opportunity.
Yeah.
So then I'll move a clue with the fast action here onto that.
Fast actions never take attacks of opportunity. Yeah.
2 actions left. We'll go Spectral Razor. It's a 2. I add my brain stat, so it's a 4. My fight stat is a 5 because the beat cop, so I'm actually at a 9 to his 5, so I'm 4 ahead. And And
It's a great test. What can we say?
What can fail?
We don't need to talk about that.
Only the tentacle, right?
Nothing.
Is that right?
See, you just said it out loud.
But that's the only thing that fails.
Why
here,
did you say it out loud? Yeah, Keen Blaze, it is awesome because you get a free engage too. So you get your money back, basically.
If you weren't otherwise engaged.
I can't look at it.
Ready?
Yeah, I'm devastated.
It's a 0. 3 damage on.
I'm the kind of guy that gets ready for the worst at all times.
And then I have 1 action left.
You guys probably have friends like that. Well, brood on, man. Take one to him.
Oh yeah, I just punched the brood here. Fight action, I use my brain stat, which is a 4. And I get +2 for each clue. So +4, I'm at an 8 to a 6.
8 to 6, that's a reasonable test.
I like it.
Now, there's this weird one that if you fail, either remove all clue tokens from a brood of Yoth or treat it as -4. Okay, so that's fine. You just treat it as -4, nothing happens. No one's the wiser.
-1, he takes the damage. 1 of 3.
All right, get dead, buddy.
Buddy.
I got your esoteric formula right here. Okay, everybody's exhausted?
Yep.
So now we go to the enemy phase. Any enemies engaged are going to attack. Start with the one that you'd like.
Avian Thrall, I'll react with a survival knife. So I'm at a 2, 6, 7 to 5.
What happens if you kill it with you get a card and a horror heal?
Mm-hmm.
You could also just slap it with the blade instead of doing this 1 damage to the brood.
It's for the reaction.
No, I was saying instead of doing the esoteric formula, your last action could have been hitting the thrall for a card and a horror, if that's of interest to you.
I think I would rather save it when I need the actual damage.
Yeah, if you ever will.
So I'm ahead by 2. I really feel good if I take him off the board. Do you think it's worth investing in this test?
You're ahead by 2. If you miss, you take damage and a sanity.
It's not that bad.
On top of
I'll just beat cop.
and there's a dodge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Let's do it. Head by 2.
You can just exhaust the cop if you miss.
Yeah.
Right now.
Before he does anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Head by 2?
There you go.
Nailed it. That survival knife is so good.
The best way to think about it too is like anytime you're drawing a token, there's fast actions before and after, I think. So, my gosh, that survival knife. Unreal.
Then the Brood of Yogg, the Amorphous Terror, attacks me. I'll dodge it.
Man, you just unloaded all of your cash too. Look at you go.
Hey, it's a time for spending.
Yeah, that's right. All right, cool.
Coda says, I don't think they read this chat feed. Gotcha.
Good, we got you.
I'm reading it.
Yeah.
Coda
With the beat cop, why waste money whenever you got a free survival knife? Survival knife's free. The beat cop is 1 health.
Yeah, I would rather save him for when I actually really need it.
Okay, so then...
he says, I stand corrected. Happy to have you with us.
Brood, so Brood tried to attack, you dodged it. Then we go to the end of the enemy phase, and now all of these broods are going to move randomly. So even the ones that's engaged with you is going to...
I'm going to go hunt them down.
Essentially take off, yeah. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Wait, hold on. We got to choose one
We'll
first.
always start with all red here.
All right, start with the red one. Blasted Heath. Oh, that's fortunate. Oh, I got to put that back in. All right, now we're starting with old Chloe.
Chloe? What's he kin to Chloe?
Devil's Hopyard. It's here. How do we get there? Uh-oh. Come on over. Hey,
that's actually great.
I'm going to smoke this guy.
Yeah, you're ready to go.
I got big brains, too. I got 4
Oh,
brains.
wait. When does he exhaust? I could technically give him another token if I wanted it.
He exhausts when he attacks you, and that's right when you use your fast action to dodge, so you can use your fast action to powder him instead.
Does it make sense to use that token?
I don't think so. Being 2 ahead, I think is totally fine.
Yeah,
I would save it.
Because even if you fail, I can come there and I can take the test. But you do have to take his brain test.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. And I'm at -1, so it's a 3 to a 3.
He's good at doing that.
Yeah, well, he's going to be dead.
See you, Liam.
3 to a 3, and if I fail, I take a horror. That's fine. Milan can take a look at that one.
Liam says good evening to us. I think he's saying like hello, but then he says slightly disappointed Zach hasn't got his Carrie Underwood shirt on.
Yeah, I know, right?
That was a one-time only
really
thing.
a statement piece, wasn't it? Really appropriate for Whately country too.
That's right.
Okay.
There's something about the not being enough rain
-3
in
if it's
Oklahoma.
revealed during an attack, etc. It immediately attacks you. It's not revealed during attack, etc. So I will just take 1 horror, and it'll be on Mr. Christopher. You had to look at it, not me. Tell me where it is. Point at it. Give me the powder.
I'll swing.
Everything
ready?
ready?
Yep.
We get a card and a resource.
Making money moves. Oh, my.
Is it your weakness?
No, it's better.
Better than a weakness. Impossible. Ooh, I got a shortcut. I can get out of this if I wanted to.
Okay. Well, I'm going to vote on you going first, homie.
Okay. We're going to do your bad stuff. Add the doom, would you?
Doom on. 3 out of 5.
Mm-hmm.
Violent commands. Very creepy art.
Yes, Blank, you're correct. Gives the
Revelation.
minus, the
Put violent
minus.
commands into play in your threat area. Action. Deal 2 damage to investigate your location. Discard it. Forced at the end of each turn. Test 3 brain. If you fail, take a horror. Guess who's going to be taking 2?
Do you like
It's
that?
me.
I do have that ward of protection if
Nah,
you
it's
want.
fine.
But
I can handle that like you wouldn't believe
you can
it.
handle the damage more than others. Ruin and destruction. If there are no investigators at the same location as a brood of Yogg Sothoth, it gains surge. Otherwise, each investigator tests 3, and for each point takes 1 damage. So that's me. I would do a 3-foot test. I have a 1 foot, and I would take damage equal to my failure.
Seems
I think
like a ward
I have to
opportunity.
ward that one as well. Yes. Cancel. Take a horror. I can't. Somebody say foot test. It's getting ward of protection. Okay, now we've got the goods.
Now is it our turn?
Now it's our turn.
I think you should go first.
I'm only at a +1 because of this -1 Whately Ruins garbage. Now what I could do, I do have a shortcut on top. So I can jump out and just go to the Glen and we can continue business as usual. Or we can, like, getting to a place where we're not at -1 when we're attacking it is probably good, but also that means we have to do this dumb 3 test again.
Mm-hmm.
So
my play,
all around the world.
just so you're aware, I'm going to use my emergency cash on my stick to the plan.
Okay.
Gain $3.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to take this thing, take 2 damage.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put 1 on my beat cop, 1 on me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm going to play Calling in Favors to bounce the beat cop to my hand and get a fresh ally.
Beautiful.
So that I'm kind of prepared.
You'll find one, I'm sure.
I have a ton in my deck.
You do. So I might fast action a Cold Spring, flip that over, see what's going on, grab 2 clues of Fingerprint Kit, play Dr. Armitage to soak some stuff, and just kind of get more ready,
I like that a lot.
even in this moment.
Yeah, I don't think that's the worst place to engage these guys, obviously.
Yeah, yeah. It's the last thing we want. Okay, then
Less than saying you're at +3? That can't be.
+3, that can't be. I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for the clues. -1 because of the brain. So 7 to 6, yeah. Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's not good.
It's not what we want, yeah. Not what we want. All right, shortcut. Off the top of the deck. Ooh, I'll have a time warp going into next turn.
Nice.
Cold
Andre
Spring
says, very entertaining to watch you guys play Arkham. Do you know?
No worries, Austin.
That's awesome. Do you know if FFG has said anything about supply constraint getting better? Can't get many packs here in Europe.
Same here, Andre. Honestly, it's the same here. We can't order any of them.
There's a ton of packs. Most of the stuff we can't order right now.
Cold Spring Glen says the following. God, he gasps. I tell them not to go down into the glen, and I never thought nobody'd do it with them tracks and that smell and them whippoorwills a screeching down there in the dark of noonday. Cold Spring Glen. Each enemy in Cold Spring Glen gets -1 evade. You can lure the creatures into the dense tree cover, and it becomes tangled. Investigators can place 2 of their clues on an abomination enemy in Cold Spring Glen once per game. So if we can lure them into the glen, we can put 2 clues on them, and it comes in with 2. Which is nice. We won't necessarily need that, but I could sit there as bait and just wait.
Bait one in, yep. All right.
All right, so first action, I'm going to play Armitage to get him out there.
You're going to do some code busting?
That's right. Second action,
Can you
I'm
slide
going
your
to...
board back onto the...
Absolutely.
I noticed he disappeared. Maybe a little that way. There it is. Perfect.
Bada. Second action, we're going to Fingerprint Kit.
Get them clues, though. We don't know why, but we're doing it.
Dust for those prints.
I guess technically there might be a location with victory on it, so we got to think about our lives.
Well, we got to have clues to drop onto them,
yeah,
too.
but just in general. Like,
yeah, huh. What's in here? Can't help but do it.
Yeah, I mean, to that point, Andre, too, now is a great time. Obviously, if you're in Europe, it's going to be a little more challenging, but now is a great time to subscribe. The next thing we're processing through the Deluxe expansion is the Innsmouth expansion. The next pack that's coming out is the first pack of that cycle. That's really just catching it. That's the one way to guarantee it's happening is up front. If you're trying to catch stuff later, reprints and whatnot, that can just always be a challenge. You nailed it.
Zero says yes. Dr. Christopher triggers to get me a money. So shortcut, investigate. 2 actions remain. Oh, Dr. Armitage. 1 action remains. The question is going to be, do you load the fingerprint kit?
Ooh, nice.
I could load 4 charges on the fingerprint kit, but I'm feeling less and less like that's right. There's only 2 locations left. And I think we're going to have pretty much all the clues that we need. So just getting straight up 4 cash is pretty reasonable. Now I've also got Armitage here. After I draw a card, discard it and exhaust to gain 3 resources. I wonder if that would, surely that wouldn't interrupt your weakness, right? There's no way. Like if you drew your weakness, you couldn't Armitage it out for 3 money.
I would doubt that.
Too good.
Sounds like too much of a good deal.
Okay. So then my last thing I could do is I could draw this Time Warp into hand and then know that the next action I would draw this card, Armitage could make it 3 resources instead of the card. Because I know I want Time Warp, but if I'm drawing into like, you know, another, you know, ally that I don't need or something, I could do it like that.
Or fingerprint kit.
Or kit. What kit? I think I'm gonna draw. I'm drawing. Last action. Oh, there it is, 13th vision.
He knew it. He could feel it in his bones.
Yeah.
Is that revealed when that card's out?
Case. Yeah, so whenever this comes out, basically whenever you flip a weakness, you have to draw it immediately. And then I fail on ties.
I love that one.
Yeah, not a
Right.
problem.
Mine?
A problem. Yeah.
First thing we'll do is stick into the plan, emergency cash for 3.
I like that I can just turn Crack the Case right into 3 money when I draw it. That's really clever.
That is nice.
Yeah, Seeker's Mobile. It's just weird math right now. Sorry.
I'll take an action to get rid of this. Take 2 damage, 1 on the cop, 1 on me. And then I wanted to get that money because I'm going to do calling in favors.
Yeah.
He's going to bounce, which will clear and put in my hand. But the main thing is that I can go play an ally at X for reduced by X, where it's the 4 of the B cop. And if I had a 5 and I didn't have any money, that's just the worst.
You're going to have the cash.
So top 9. Give me the
You got any allies in there?
Another B
Another
cop to
beat
experience.
Coconut Monkey, what is up? Just wanted to let you know, Zach, I got those cards in the mail today, so you should see them hopefully early next week. What kind of a drug deal are you working out over here?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
I'm nervous.
You guys been on like Silk Road or something? Hey, man, I got those. I got those cards.
All right. So that was calling in favors. I played emergency cash, calling in favors, and I got rid of that card. So those are my 3 actions.
You done. Got a fresh beat cop.
Yeah.
On the scene, on the story.
And I'm going to have another one coming next round.
Exhausted. All right, so now we go to the phases that are less good for us. Enemy phase, nothing's engaged. Do we have any hunters? We don't have any hunters. Now we'll do the random end of enemy phase garbage.
Start with old red first.
Start with all red. Vindicator, yes, definitely Star Wars Destiny possibility on the stream.
I would say high odds.
All right, red is moving to the Devil's Hop Yard. Oh, there he goes.
What about the old Amorphous Terror?
Clueman, I actually just would like for him to come to me, although I would like to get this 13th vision.
I would like him
here.
to come to me.
Dunwich Village coming to you.
Here, he can go either way.
Well, if you want him and I don't, I say you take him.
You said you wanted him.
You
I'll
want
take
him?
him.
I don't like this tie thing. Now it's not as good because we're both testing 8 to 6, and ties are way bad there.
I got him.
Yeah.
Zoe will keep doing the good Lord's work.
And you got massive, so no engagement for your ability, which is unfortunate. And then we go back to the unexhaust.
I got to test brain.
Test brain.
3 to 4. I'm ahead by 1.
1 hora. Beat cup's ready for you.
Yeah, he's so ready. It's crazy. Matt says, did someone say Destiny? Got my attention.
-3. If it's an attack, which it is not.
Just a -3, so I'll take a horror. Yeah, I'm almost past my. I almost got excited about something Star Wars related recently, so I know I'm about past the phase.
About there, yeah.
Someone mentioned this next season of Mandalorian is supposed to come this year, and I was like, oh,
bring it on.
I'm mildly interested, so that's a good sign. Then we unexhaust. You said we get our bad cards?
No, we get the good cards. First, draw a card. So after I draw, I'm going to discard this and exhaust Armitage to gain 3. Keep myself in the cash. This will flip up. Oh, there's Warren Rice. I'm going to get him out next turn. And then gain a money.
Did it.
Draw a card, gain a money. Just like that, 1 to 5. Boom. And then we go over to 1 Doom. So 4 out of 5 on rampaging creatures. We seem to be rampaging there. And yeah, go for it.
Sorted and Silent. Revelation. Attach Sorted and Silent to your location. Forced, at the end of the round, each investigator at the attached location takes a horror. Forced, when the agenda advances, discard this.
Okay, so kill that thing and get out of there.
Yep.
Long story short.
Or take a horror and it'll go away.
We got a Whippoorwill. It's going to be aloof at the old Glen. Hey, just hanging out, making you worse at things.
And that's it. Our turn?
Yeah, it's our turn.
Well, I mean, I'm going to take 2 swings at this thing.
2 swings at a +2?
It seems good. Don't you think?
Yeah, at the end of the round, let's see. Take a horror. So the only thing that I'm thinking that could matter is I can roll into the meadow and drop 13th Vision, get it out of here. And that means that I have a time warp. If you fail a test, I could time warp it and you could try it again.
So you basically move.
I can go from here to here. I got the diamond, yeah. Diamond to diamond.
Oh, yeah.
So I could clear 13th Vision, hop into the meadow, and then be ready for you.
I like that a lot.
We get 3 tests instead of 2 if we fail.
And I have reason to think that I can pass.
All right, let's clear out 13th Vision. I do want to play Warren Rice, though, for... I don't have anything that can move me in a fancy way, do I? No, I do not. And then I'll move up to you.
Okay. Didn't you have an extra action floating?
Nope. I got to hit spin 2 on this stupid 13th Vision.
All right, I'm ahead by 2. Ready? Ready for the test?
Armitage isn't technically ready, Spanner, because it happens after the ready step. So whenever you're drawing, he exhausted his ability, so you've already passed the ready. -2.
1 damage on. Let's try it again.
All right, last one. Let's go. Hey, Bubba, what's up? Sorry you had a long week. Haven't been able to hop on live. Want to say huge congrats. Thank you, Bubba.
Thank you.
So much.
We're really
It's
excited.
awesome. We're amped about it. That's going to be the one that we time warp.
Now, technically, we could save it because I have another test.
But read this, though.
Yep, that's the one.
No immediate attack. Let's time warp it.
Well, and this will get rid of them. So I feel like now would be a time to invest in this attack, don't you think?
Actually, really what you should do is invest in this one, the second one, so that if it goes wrong, even after the investment, I can time warp it back. You get all of those skill cards back. Does that make sense?
I should have invested in the one I just did.
Yes.
Well, I didn't.
Definitely, you did not. That's correct.
But yes, that would have been good.
That's the right way to do
So
it.
I'm going to swing at +2. Oh, it uses brain instead, actually, so that I can invest in it. I'm just at +2.
Then it's all good.
Here we go.
Nice.
Nailed
Got
it.
him. -2.
All right, so he's gone. He's going to go in our victory pile.
How cool, though. Time warp, just like, oh, no, it all went wrong. And it's like, when
no,
Norm's like,
let's back that up.
Nope. I see the stars. Triangulate my position.
That's right.
Temporal space.
What up, Tigger? Says, P.S. Evening all, hoping all is well. It is. Glad to have you here.
And now you have 1 action, man.
Action.
Can you imagine if I rolled in there with the tie is losing? It's like
Let's do this.
awful.
I think we can hang out together for now. You know what I mean?
Pretty cool, man.
I'm going to play Beat Cop.
Another beat cop? How do you get so many beat cops?
I have 2 of them. One bounce back to my hand.
Back to your hand. That's right.
Yeah, so you got to play them again if you have the resources to do it. But this gives me a lot of protection against some of these attacks.
You got basically a sponge over there.
Yeah, ready to go.
All right, so we're all exhausted here. We're both going to take 1 horror, speaking of sponges, because of the sorted and unseen or what have you. I'm just gonna let Dr. Henry see all the badness.
It's going to go away, though.
My allies.
All right, you ready? What happens first?
We have
Enemies?
the enemy phase, so
he's
nothing's
gonna move.
engaged, but we are going to hunter here. So all of our stats are now -1 for all tests that we would be taking. We can technically esoteric formula that thing right out of town, if we wanted to. Technically, it's not the one. I'm thinking of one you can only damage with magic. What is that one? What's the one you can only damage
we can
with
actually
spells?
esoteric. Esoteric's only for abominations.
We could also just kill it. I mean, it's just a 1/2. You could just
Yeah,
slap
I
it.
can just beat cop it.
Yeah, you could do that right now.
Sure, doing it.
All right, beat cop that thing. See ya. And then enemies.
He moves, right?
Contraband. Yes.
Gucci gang.
I gotta debate them about that.
What up, Night of the Stars?
Yeah, I'm thinking of Poltergeist. What I'm thinking of. That's right. Colin B-San, first week back at work for 5 months. Now I'm sitting back and enjoying some Arkham with you guys. That's awesome, Colin. All right, old Red moves towards the Cold Springs.
Downtown. He's got to move.
Can he
here.
go there? Yeah. That's actually pretty handy for us. Yes, he can. Okay.
So technically, right? Like we could defeat him and resign.
Technically, we could, yes. But
You ready?
have
get
you
another
heard of
one?
victory points?
Do we get Doom on now? Or wait?
Draw a
and-
card.
Yeah.
Gain a resource.
Mm,
No, Henry was standing for that, so I could cash in Rice, but no, I'm not going to.
it's kind of a shame that my cross can't damage these guys.
It is a shame. It's not a spell or anything weird.
It's an item and a charm.
I
But it's
mean,
okay.
Wither could damage that weird bird that can only be damaged by spells. That's something.
You ready?
Ready.
And then Doom on.
You took the horror. Everybody took the horror at the end of the round, right?
I have now taken the horror.
I took it. You took it on the beat cop, did you not? It was a fresh beat
Yeah,
cop.
yeah, I did, yeah.
And I did mine as well. Yeah.
Okay. So
Agenda.
it's advances, so this is going to go away.
Mm-hmm.
Agenda 1A. An old pickup truck rolls to a stop along the weathered trails
Beautiful.
of Dunwich. The driver, Joe Osborne, calls out to you through a shattered driver's side window. The truck's engine's still running. It's over at the Eric's farm, he shouts. Done blasted their place apart. Poor Henry and Martha, ... You ask Osborne for the location of the Eric's homestead, and it confirms your worst fear. For that attack to have occurred recently, there must be more of the monsters on the loose. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter deck. Psalm 1 of the set-aside Brood of Yog Sothoth. Enemies at a random location if able.
If able. How could you not spawn it randomly at a location?
Maybe there's all the
Maybe all
enemies
the
are out.
broods
Yeah.
would be gone. Yeah, that would be.
If more sacrifices had happened, there'd be more broods.
Or vice versa, maybe. I don't know. Okay. Dunwich Village. Boom. Ready for us.
All right, Agenda 2A, biding its time. Once in a while, a wind sweeping up out of the Cold Spring Glen would bring a touch of ineffable
Ineffable, yeah.
photor to the heavy night air, but the looked-for terror did not appear. Whatever was down there in the glen was biding its time, and Armitage told his colleagues it would be suicidal to try to attack it in the dark. Forced at the end of the enemy phase, move each brood enemy once toward a random location. Six doom.
So same idea.
So,
Thomas has a good point. There goes that stargazing. It's somewhere in here.
oh wow, the stars are right.
But the stars truly.
So interestingly, each of these broods is one victory point, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we know there's 5 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, and we know there's at least one more agenda. So it's the kind of thing where like we could technically take one of these guys out and then leave. We could take 2 out and leave.
What's this thing about the Whately ruins? Weren't those important for some reason?
That's the only place you could spend the clues.
Right. Okay. So we did that already.
And if at any point there's no broods in play, we advance the act. I think that's our goal. We don't want to resign. We want to get rid of the enemies.
Yeah.
And we basically have 6 turns to do that.
Okay. We can get rid of all of them. Once they, not all 5, but just all
Once
on
they're
the
not in
board.
play, then we advance.
Okay.
I think that's the ideal situation.
Okay, there's the cards. I saw there's a couple of comments. Somebody said you may have forgotten to get your money. I don't know if that is true.
No,
You
I think I got my money.
paid 4 for the beat cop. That drained you, and then you got 1, didn't it?
Yeah.
And then, quick question. Oh, it's the Anesthesia Cat going to open those Flesh and Blood packs. Good luck on those. Hope we spun you some hot gold on that one. Lloyd Hudson saying, just joined the stream. How do we convince FFG to print more Carcosa Mythos packs?
Magic.
I don't think it's a lack of desire. I think it's a lack of better like manufacturing capability.
Well,
you have a number of factories or one, and what are you going to make? Are you going to make the new stuff, the old stuff? I think they're having to manage a lot of production.
I also think it's like the fact that so much is out again. It's not even like there's this 1 or 2 packs that's a problem point. I think a lot of it had to do with isolation hitting. A lot more people getting into Arkham, and just a surge in supply. Like the system isn't built for that, and the system also, of course, the long tail we're in right now, that 3-tier system, retailers aren't open. Right. So like a lot of places where there might actually be supply sitting around may not be open or have it listed. And so people are basically going to the online sources, whether it's us or Fantasy Flight directly or other websites, and it just dries up really quick. So I imagine there was a surge combined with a low supply already, which is kind of a problem. You don't expect a product you made 4 years ago to suddenly be in high demand. So hopefully they catch up.
Maybe our 20-week streaming session helped with that demand.
It might be a part of it.
Who knows?
Maybe it
All
was.
you got to do is show people Arkham, and then they'll do it. They'll get into it. It's just a very overwhelming
That's
game
where I'm at right
if
now.
you don't have it, having an example as you go into it. It can be a lot. Okay, bad cards. You get your bad card, I'll get mine.
Need for knowledge. If you have no clues, need for knowledge gains surge.
It does.
Otherwise, test book. I have no clues. Surge. Give them stars.
Yeah, we're the stargazing.
Ruin and destruction. That art is terrifying. Revelation. If there are no investigators at the same location as a brood, ruin and destruction gain surge. Unhallowed country. Terror. Put unhallowed country into play in your threat area. You cannot play ally assets. Treat the text box of each ally asset you control as a blank.
Oof.
At the end of your turn, test 3 brain. If you succeed, discard it. That's not that bad.
It's ugly.
They're
though.
just health right now.
They're just sponges, aren't they? Sorted and silent. We got another one. Don't end here at the end of the round. It's really a bad place for the meta to be sorted and silent. It's kind of in the middle of everything. So if you end there, you take a horror until the agenda advances. All right, so we need to start shooting. Honestly, I need to find these myths so we can start evading and then dumping clues on and killing. That's what needs to happen.
Well, I feel like
Ooh, that's a big 2-2 guy, too.
this is a good place to be.
Yeah, I
Because
can immediately dump 2 on him.
If either of them gets the card to come to you, you can put 2 on them.
Yeah,
And then I feel like we're kind of trapped, aren't we?
we're a little trapped, yeah.
And they have no clues on them,
They got no clues on.
so that seems bad.
Huh.
So I almost wonder if we both move here.
Get ready for the onslaught.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into it.
So I'm going to move here, play across, probably draw a card first.
Yep. So you're going to draw a card, then move and play a card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the same way. I might end up playing this Wither. I don't know. Maybe I'll get a Wither
What
out
you
of
really
it.
need is that evasion thing.
I need the miss.
So I would almost move, draw. Just trying to get it. It's that good, right?
I would start with the draws, personally.
Yeah.
What's up, Jared? We could use the location to move him. That's true.
But that's this one.
That puts me in take a slap. Yeah, I think we need to go here. One of them needs to come here. When you dump 2 clues, kill it. And then this one moves off of this, and then we can start moving it around where we need it to be.
Yeah.
I can hang out in the ruins, get some more clues,
Yeah,
etc.
I agree. Okay, you want to go first? See what you get?
Yeah. So first action, I'm going to draw. Premonition. Beautiful. I'm just going to dump this as a fast action.
Doesn't cost you an action. That's fine.
May as well just keep digging.
It'll stay there, right, until we use it?
It'll stay there till we use it. Yeah. We know a hood is coming, which is actually the worst information imaginable because it just draws you a second token. So just keep that in mind.
It's better than not knowing.
Ooh, a shortcut. Probably use that one too.
Just go ahead and use it now.
Yeah.
Can you play it off top of
I
that?
cannot. No, I already played it off the top. So probably second action draw. I'll at least see if miss is close and then move over. Or move and play another ally, getting to me to 3, which is really safe. I like that a lot. I'm going to do that. So second action, let's move. And third action, we'll play War and Rice.
And you're going to draw the shortcut.
And I will draw the shortcut, yeah. And then see what's going on.
Okie dokie. Mine? Let's draw a card. Hello there. I'm going to move to you. I'm going to play my cross. Just in case enemies come out of the deck. And then move, draw, play a cross. I've done all three.
All right, move, draw, play a cross.
End of my turn, I test 3 brain. So I'm at a 3. 4 to a 3. I'm ahead by 1. And
Yeah,
we'll
Jake, that's a regular brood. There's 5 regulars, and you replace 4 of them with the return 2s.
I fail by 1.
Nice.
It's fine.
What do? You soak some stuff, or you?
It doesn't. My allies are blank until that point.
Yeah.
Okay, end of the round.
End of the round.
Moving the Yogs.
Not yet. So enemies, no enemies need to hunt, right? Okay, so then we'll do the bogus hunter. Okay.
Rel red first.
Oh wait, did you just draw a token? You should have drawn this one.
Yeah. So
draw this one. What does this one do?
yeah, because it's a test.
Reveal another token. If you fail, take a horror.
Well, that might change things. I'm ahead by 1. I can't.
Yeah,
do
you
that.
wouldn't know that until you.
Well, I would draw
would've.
that.
You would have known it, yeah. You're gonna take a horror. Is what this is gonna happen. Ah, you passed.
And then this goes back in.
That's fortunate. Not a great premonition, but it worked out, I guess. All right, we're gonna move 1 towards the Devil's Hop Yard. No.
That's fine. Let's get this other one going.
Yeah, we got it. We figured it out that the premonition was sitting there.
All right, let's go.
Dunwich Village. Dang.
There.
Staying there. Well, at least I can move them with the ruins. So you don't have any clues though. You'd have to go up there and do the old money moves. We gotta get these broods where they belong, man. We can't let fate decide. Or perhaps, wait a minute. This can't go to the Devil's Hop Yard from here, right? No, it can.
Yep.
Why don't we go to the Devil's Hop Yard and make life our own? Because I guarantee there's an ability that puts clues on a brood. Guarantee it.
You got that shortcut. You're the man for the job. You can shortcut out if you want.
Grab a money, grab a card. Here's the time warp on top. That's bodes well for us. Unexhaust everything that matters. Done, 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 done. Then we go to 1 doom on.
Yep. Bad cards.
Bad cards. Here we go.
Imperceptible creature. Surge. Attached to a brood of Yoth. Enemy in play without a copy of this. Remove a clue from that enemy.
Ha! Who's laughing now? We don't have a clue to remove.
Attached enemy gains elite.
Oh, that's fine.
Fine.
So you can do weird non-elite tricks to these guys. Idle hands. This is one I hate. During your turn, take 2 damage and discard it to take an additional action. At the end of my turn, take a horror. Gross. An additional action. Okay. All right, fine. Fine.
Our turn?
Yeah. You want to just kind of explore the... I feel like we don't have time to wait. I could go like move, gain a clue for free, move, and I have 2 actions remaining if I pop the idle hands to see what the brood's up to.
Also, if it's not a good location, you can shortcut out, right?
Yeah.
And not take the attack.
I could do that, yeah.
I feel like that's the safest
Okay,
thing.
let's try that out. All right, so let's do a...
Wait a second.
Surge? Surge. Surge!
This card had Surge.
What did I draw? This is yours then. You
No
get
surge.
idle hands. My hands are not idle at all. Ooh, peril. It's called Towering Beasts, and it looks insane. Ugh, gross. Okay, which one do we like less? We got our eyes on this one or this one.
This one hits harder.
So we should avoid it.
Well, I can't help you with this decision, actually.
Oh.
I'm gonna use the bathroom.
Yeah.
You can talk to chat about it while I'm not here.
Chat. I definitely feel like I should just throw it here. Let's see, I could roll up here. How much could we move these guys? We need to get some clues on them, though. We've got to get clues on them. Which means we need to evade them. Or we just take an opportunity attack. Do they exhaust when they do attacks of opportunity? Or no, they don't. No, that wouldn't work. Right? They don't, right? I think I'm going to put the +1 health, +1 fight here. Because I'd rather leave this guy at 6. 7's an awkward number because we're both testing at 8s. We're both testing like 4s. So 2 clues makes this reasonable. We need 3 clues to make this reasonable. Which might just happen at the hop yard. Move a brood. Move. Okay, it's only after the regular. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, we need the miss. That's what we need. We need the miss. I might have to just start cranking on this. Ugh. We could also, let's see, it's got 8. There's no way this ability dumps 3 clues on it, I'd imagine. But this is where if we do end up here, we could have it attack. And now massive during the enemy phase attacks everyone in the location, right? That's true. I know that to be true. So we need to do 4 damage to this thing. So it would attack both of us. It would exhaust.
Figure it out?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to put it here. So this guy's +1 health, +1 fight.
Oh, no.
So he's going to an 8. Okay. So here's a couple of options. Let's talk about lines. I could load up a fingerprint kit. I could move to the ruins. I could grab those 2 clues, draw a card with rice, hang out here. If they don't hunt to me next turn, basically, we can start moving them wherever we need them to be. You could go... Now, the other thing is, if you went, like, move... You don't have that shortcut, though.
I do have an extra action.
Mm-hmm. It might be the kind of situation where you roll up here. Can you take a 2-1 attack?
Yes.
So once it does that, maybe you dump all 3 from the powder on there. Or we get to see what this Devil's Hopper...
I can do all 3 on the same turn.
What does it say?
Fast action, move a clue from powder to an exhausted brood at your location. Can you...
It doesn't say you can do once per phase. There's no limit to it, right? Is there limits like that in this one? I can't remember. You can you dump multiple things, yeah? I think that's probably best. So then if we look at a situation where we can like get in here and deal with this guy, then that'll inform my turn better. Because I don't want to just go, I guess I could go move, check it out, shortcut back, grab a clue. That's an option.
Or, let me look at this.
Yeah, you can trigger it multiple times, yeah. Yeah.
This might be better.
What's that?
You could also move, test for book, to send him here, come back.
They're not going to be exhausted, though. Essentially kind of the same difference. So we still are attacking a 6 with a 4 brain at that point until we get clues on him.
But no, you can, when you move back, you can use this fast action.
You lure the creature into the dense cover and it becomes tangled.
You can put up to 2 of your clues on them.
Yeah, place
Then I have my whole turn to just bury this
and
guy.
then bury him. That's a good idea.
Because you also have the shortcut. So like you can literally move, take this action, shortcut back, and even have an action left.
Yeah, so let's see.
Or you can use your action to get clues.
Could get 8. Yeah, we can do that. I like that. That's a good plan. So we just need to make sure that we don't miss. I got a time warp. All right, so let's do first action, move to the ruins.
Ruins.
Second action, test 4. I've got +2 to my 5, so I'm a 7 to 4.
Head by 3. I mean, can't hate that with the time warp.
Try to move Ye Old Brood, Old Spring Glen. What's the tablet say?
0. Either remove all clues from a brood, or this token's modifier is -4 instead.
-4 is not good because I'm 3 up.
Can you remove 0 clues?
I think it's time to time warp that one.
Yep.
For free.
Does your top card flip?
Thank you, Norman. Yes, it does. I'll be playing Premonition next turn. All right, action number 2. Time goes into reverse.
-1.
All right, move him down there.
Coming to the party, buddy. This is the brood, no subtitle.
Brood, no subtitle.
He's the
my
main,
favorite.
main
yeah.
brood.
All right, check this out.
My brood?
Broodette. Then we'll do third action. I'm going to investigate here at +1 billion. Don't you worry, I got plans.
I believe in you.
Skull is a -2. So I'll grab 1 clue. Tap old Christopher to gain 1.
A buckaroonie.
Then I will use a fast action on working a hunch.
Mm-hmm.
Grab that last clue.
Hey, girl.
We got it.
Hey.
And then Professor Rice, discover the last clue. Draw a card.
Oh, my goodness. Look at this
It's
magic.
an engine. It's an engine. And then
It's
fast
working.
action shortcut. And then fast action dump 2.
All right. Set me up for
Good luck.
time. So my esoterics are going to give me +4 to my 4. So he's a 6 to my 8. I'm ahead by 2.
That's right.
I also can take an extra action here by taking a horror. So I get 4 shots. I need 3 of them to hit at +2. I like that.
Yep.
Can't hate it.
You can't hate it.
All right, first one at +2.
You already know what it is. It's a -3.
Nailed it.
I hate that one.
Second action.
Looks like idle hands is happening. -2.
At -2, so
That's
take
a
1.
success.
Third action.
Do you want a premonition at all? Does that change anything? It really doesn't.
What it would maybe change is my third. Like if I'm going to...
Can you buff stuff? Like, do you have anything in hand?
I have a 1.
Okay, so if we premonition it, let's try the second one, and then we'll know if we should do the
it's
third one or
worth it.
not. Yeah,
Okay, there we go.
I believe.
It's a
Yeah.
0. So that's where like a premonition guarantees it's going to happen. Because I can buff by 1 if I need to. Do you have a buff if we need it on my brain?
I do not.
No brain buffs?
Do not have a buff, unless I could draw that split the angle, which would be very nice. I don't think there's anything that would get me that card. I say we go ahead and check it out. So I guess the question is, what happens if we pull a failure? How does that change what we do next?
We both just take this attack.
Does it change your last action, basically? Do you just not pop the idle hands, take a horror?
So if I know it's a failure, I probably do that either way.
So it actually is immaterial to the remainder of the turn.
Yeah, so I'm going to do this and take 2 damage and get an extra action.
So fail, succeed, succeed, take the damage, and then you get 1 more shot.
So the real thing it would stop me from doing is investing in this card or not.
So and you're at a +2. Ooh, there are some -3s in here that are bad. Actually, it would prevent you from doing the tablet. Let's do it. Let's see what premonition says.
Well, I could also just, it depends. Do you think a premonition's more important or the card I have to invest is Brother Xavier?
Mm-hmm.
But he's 5. I don't think I'm going to get to play him.
Well, my thinking is if we reveal the tablet with premonition, you either get the -4, put the clues back on, which we wouldn't want, and then if we know that we've got the -3 because of the tentacle dude, the gas mask,
I drop it in.
then you know you drop 1 in and prevent an attack of opportunity that would suck. Let's
All
do
right.
it. Let's just take a look. See what we drop.
Premonish me.
All right. Here we go. What are we going to get? We're going to get a -2, man.
And I'm ahead by 2.
You're ahead by 2.
So I'll take
Just
the
draw it,
test.
You're done.
He's gone. Score the points. 3-pointer from half court. And you've already got the 2 clues too. So like, ideally,
We get more of them here. Let's just keep them coming. No, is this once per game? Yes, once per game.
okay.
So I've used the 3 of them. So we assume there's 1 here and 1 here because there's 5 broods, and
Yeah.
you know how this game works.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. Okay. End of the round. What happens first?
So we've just finished our turns. So the enemy phase is going to start. There are no enemies engaged with us that do stuff. There's no enemies that need to hunt. So we're going to do the random, move towards a random location.
The Duder Brooder.
The Duder Brooder, that's right. Here comes Red. And he's got 4 health.
We want to go this way because I don't like this location.
Yeah, this is the big one. Okay, here we go. Whately Ruins, exactly what we didn't want. Okay, well, maybe we'll just leave him alone for a little bit. Okay, and then we go to Unexhaustion.
I know exactly what we're going to do.
Ooh, all right.
It's going to be beautiful.
Like that. Then we go to draw a card, gain a resource.
Oh no. Smite the Wicked. Discard cards from the counter deck until an enemy is discarded. Attach this to it when the game ends and spawn it in the location farthest from me. Can this can go here, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So then this would be the location farthest from me, probably.
Yeah,
1,
the
2.
hop yard.
1.
Well, you can also
2,
go 1, 2, just right up through here.
or 1, 2, 3. So technically this would be the same.
Yeah, so you can either go here.
Let's just see what we get. All right, first one, a Whippoorwill.
Ah, nice. That's your
Attach to Smite the Wicked. Let's just put him here.
I love it.
You're mine.
Absolutely. All right, draw. You got your money as well.
Yep.
Then we go back up to the top of the turn.
Doomon.
Doomon.
Bad card.
Mm-hmm.
Imperceptible Creature. Surge. I attach it to
It becomes elite.
this, and it becomes, remove a clue from it, and then it becomes elite.
Yeah, it's a good choice.
And it's got Surge. Attracting attention, Surge. Each Brood of Yoth enemy in play moves once towards you.
That's not exactly good, but it's not a terrible time for that to happen.
When is it exhausted, by the way?
Whenever it attacks. Now, I do have Mind Over Matter, and that turns my book into my evade stat, which means that I literally am evading at a 4,
So
5,
you can tap
6,
them down. I can drop
7.
3 clues
You
on
can
them. We can
drop clues
dogpile
and we
on
can
Henry.
start dogging.
Yeah. Then I get a Whippoorwill. Aloof. Each investigator at its location gets -1, -1, -1.
Ah, well, you just beat
That's a
cop it.
job for the beat cop.
I'm going to go hit that. Well,
Then
let me
you get a
my-
bad card. Yeah, I was like, hey, that's a dramatic time to leave.
Now, you could technically just beat cop it right now. You can whenever you want. If you have no clues, no. Test X. X equals the number of clues you have. For each point you fail, you take a horror replace clues. I'm testing at a 7 to 2. I don't have any worries about this one. Zero.
Nailed it. All right, we're
Hold
gonna
on
take
to
a
my
break.
clues. I'm going to take a quick
I'm gonna
bathroom break.
just go ahead and Whippoorwill.
Yeah, just get it done.
And we've already readied, right? So I can't use this again this
That's
round.
right. Yeah.
It's fine. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. All right. Well, this is feeling all right. This is an interesting scenario. How have you guys experienced this so far? Are we doing better or worse than your first time playing against this? And how dramatic did this change with the return to? I'm curious. I haven't ever played the normal Dunwich, so I'm kind of returning to something totally new. But I dig the general vibe. Anytime we're dealing in like a city or a town, I always have fun with those scenarios where you can kind of feel like you're moving around. Tigger says about the same when I played it. Jeff says all brews are identical in the base game. Okay. Okay, so Figura saying the monsters here are a bit more dangerous. Some good changes, interesting, maybe the better adjective. That's cool. Sleeker's Mobile says if you're not ready to fight with your brains, this scenario wrecks you. I could see that, definitely. If you don't have brain, but luckily we have two characters that have good brains. It's a smart team. Scott says, killed 3 on our first playthrough, not so much in return to. CJ played it twice because first time we were being too slow on dealing with a monster. Second time, I think we killed 2 or 3.
This is good, man. I'm feeling good about this.
Yeah.
I'm feeling good about this.
All right, so I guess the game plan is you're going to exhaust him down.
Yep.
Then I can fast action even on your turn.
Yep. Doesn't say only on your turn.
Drop
right?
3 on him, and then start swinging.
Yeah, and then we're basically testing 8 versus
now
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 to 10. Yeah, so
the
we're 2 up.
problem I have with this plan, ish, it's a medium problem. If I don't get rid of that whippoorwill downtown, I'm going to take 1 mental trauma.
Oh, you every turn or at the end of the game?
At the end of the game.
Oh, we're going to have to end up over here anyway. We got 2 more broods to deal with.
Once there's no more broods in play, we advance.
Didn't it say set aside? Or set aside?
Oh.
Yeah, we got plenty of time. We got nothing but time. So we'll roll up there, and then this will be some kind of a place clue on.
Totally
place
fine.
clue
Totally
on.
fine.
We'll get some more. We'll have a good time. All right, so for free, because Norman Withers is the greatest mind over matter user that there is in Arkham. Free, fast action, etc. There's Mr. Rook. He'll go get me my miss. So now my book until the end of the round can be used for fighting and running. So first action, let's test and evade on the brood. -1. He's gone.
Ready for this?
I'm ready.
Fast action to
Dump
power
him.
for 3 clues.
Let's get him, dude. We're monster hunting now. All right, second action. Esoteric formula.
You got 4 health, right?
I'm 2 up. I can go to 3. I can go to 4 up. So if anything really matters, we'll do this on the last one or something.
I have a bunch of tests too. We have nothing but time.
All right, first action, 0. That's 1 damage.
Got him.
Second action, or third action, excuse me. Make sure there's nothing in here that matters. That's the bad one, right? -3 if it's revealed during an attack. He immediately attacks me. Okay, what's he doing? 2 and 1. All right, send it to my bros. Can you give me some damage tokens over there? 1 on Warren. I've got this like scholar army, which I think is actually extremely funny. Give me some sanity too, would you?
They came to party.
Yeah.
Too many things.
Well, your allies are using it all. It's yours. It's your issue. All right, so we got 1 damage on, and I've got 1 pump.
Did you miss?
Yes. Yeah, it was a -3. That's the problem with the gas mask.
All right.
You really need to be 3 up if you want to be good at this.
So it's a +6, so I'm at a 10.
Yeah, 10 to 8, because it's got a +1 fight. We're both 2 up. We really need to get the job done here too. Do you have any pumps? You have a 1?
Yep.
Do you have 2 1s? So I've got a +2 that I can give you. You've got a +1 that you can give you. So if you hit this one, I think we pump the other 2.
Okay. Here we go.
Great.
Failed.
Oh, this has retaliate too. But wait, he's exhausted. That doesn't matter. Yeah.
So no pump.
Okay.
We're just gonna have to deal with it.
I guess. Yeah, I guess that's right. We'll both just take some damage here. That's a bad one. Take the -4. You don't want to remove all those clues.
-4. And the last one.
This was a great plan that got turned sideways here. Reveal another one. If you fail, take a horror. Do you want to pump this one?
Ooh, I can't pump mid-test, can I?
No, you can't. That's right.
Got him. Great.
Oh,
Now he won't attack because he's exhausted, right?
He will not attack because he's exhausted.
So that's fine.
That is true. Yeah, that's true. That's fair. That's totally fair,
Okay.
actually.
End of the round. Enemies.
Oh wait, I should have taken retaliate too. So I take retaliate and I take another attack.
Wait, why? You already took the attack.
Oh no, wait, he's exhausted.
He's
That's
exhausted.
Right. He's exhausted. That's
The
right.
first thing he did was exhausted.
That's
so I
right.
can put the clues
That's
on.
Okay, you're done.
Yep.
Now we go to the enemy phase. Engaged enemies, there are none. We need to hunt with the whippoorwill. He's actually going to move towards you.
Come and get it.
Here?
Yep. No, he can't
go there. He can go here, or he can go here.
He's
got to go here. Yeah. He's coming to you. That's actually super handy. Okay, then everything unexhausts, including big old brood man, and then he's going to move.
No.
Oh wait, no, he won't. He won't do that.
Because
he will move. Yeah, I don't think it. The act doesn't say only ready ones move, right? Move each brood enemy once. Yeah. Okay, he's gonna move and then he's gonna unexhaust.
CJ says, I just wanted to say you guys are awesome and glad you started these streams. Normally I only catch Arkham, but currently painting minis while watching. Ugh. Painting started because of your streams. That's awesome to hear. Are you digging it? Obviously it's gonna be hard to type if you're painting. I get it. Everyone's saying they want to see us play Circle. I'm done next.
I'd love to. All right, goes to the Whately Ruins where we get a -1 because that's garbage. And then everything readies that needs to.
Cards and money.
Cards and money.
Dumon.
Ooh, a Necronomicon. Cards, money, Dumon, bad card, yeah.
Here we go. The creature's tracks. Peril.
Move it towards us, please. If that's a mover. Oh. Yeah, Ben, awesome. Just got Green Goblin. Hey, Crisis Protocol is just pumping, aren't they?
I'm super excited. Green Goblin and Miles and Gwen. It's a spider release. Yeah. Get out of here.
Yeah, we hunted Jeffrey. We hunted the whippoorwill over to Dunwich. I'm sure it's all good, right?
Mm-hmm. This seems fine. How many Yogs are left?
There are 2 Yogs.
Yog.0.
Yog.0, that's right. Man, can you imagine printing a card that said 0 on it? Not good. Man, that was the glory days for Anarch, though. Rolling through any code. I had done it the whole game, so I forgot what it was like to have to pay for code gates again.
Yeah.
All right, Jim, unwrapping my plaid hat shipment as we speak. Happy Friday, absolutely. Happy Friday to you. Great job, Jim.
I'm going to make a choice, and it might be horrible.
Oh, well.
So my choice is, I'm going to tell you what the options were, and I'm going to tell you what I'm choosing.
Mm-hmm.
I can either take 2 horror, or I can spawn a set-aside brood. We have to deal with the broods anyway, so let's get the brood.
Yeah, spawn it. Spawn it randomly, right?
Yeah, give me a random brood. Let me see the broods. I'll shuffle them up.
Ten-Acre Meadow. Going right here. Yeah.
We get the Brood of Yogg, Swelling Devourer, 1 damage, 2 mental, massive, plus 2 health for each investigator, and can't be damaged except for.
Why'd you pick that one?
Well,
he's only a 2, though. I mean, if we had anybody who had a foot stat, we'd be okay.
Yeah, but he's a 6.
Where are these miss? I gotta get Rook out and get this done.
Yeah, that's what we need. Although my powder's all gone, so.
My powder.
How about that? Okay. That was my bad card. Now you get a bad card.
Yeah. Boom. Avian Thrall coming to me.
That's great.
That's an easy one.
I'm going to engage it and just annihilate it.
Just drop it.
And I'll get a heal, too. It'll be great.
All right. Yeah, good. That will be great, actually.
Literally, I'm going to engage it, do a damage with Zoe, do a damage with Beat Cop, use my Enchanted Blade, and take him out.
That's beautiful. I love it.
And then he's going to come
Blade?
to me.
Oh, it's a relic. Yeah, I thought it might be like a spell, but... All right, so it's up to us. Now...
I think I go first.
Mm-hmm.
I engage that enemy. I deal with it. And then... I don't know what else I do.
Profit.
That is the next step. Now, I like you being here in case he moves to us, and you can drop the 2 clues on it for
Can't
fast.
do it. Only do it once per game.
Oh, nope. Run.
Yeah.
You got to go up top.
Mm-hmm. We need to get up top. We're trapped down here. We need to move, kill this thing, and keep moving. But we're -1 here, unfortunately. Now, I could roll up here, test 4 to move him off of this space, take an attack of opportunity, kill like Warren Rice so I can play Mr. Rook, and then start digging. Yeah, we're going to need to use these top 2 locations.
Mm-hmm.
This guy needed to die last turn. for us to maintain
Now, another thing you could do
happiness.
is move here, because he
happiness.
is move here, because he can't move there and he can't move there. So then you get to explore, and then if he moves, or he moves this way, you can sneak back in.
Start dumping. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I would do
So
that.
let me deal with your enemy first.
Okay.
So I'm going to engage your enemy.
Yeah.
I gain $1, but I'll use Zoe's cross to do a damage to him. And then I'll use a beat cop to do damage to him. And then I will use my enchanted blade. So I'm at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 5. I'm ahead by 3.
Ooh, with your last action, you can roll over and beat cop the whippoorwill. Kill a beat cop, but, you know, profit.
-3, I'm ahead by 3. So I'll use a charge. It'll do 2 damage instead. It'll get rid of him. I can heal a horror, which I will, and draw a card.
Which you will.
Which I will.
Is it a weakness?
No.
It's always a
Let
weakness.
me read it, though.
You still have cards you have to read? Who is this guy?
What?
Playing Arkham? What the heck?
Yeah. Well, you'll see why.
Last action, here we go. What you got?
This is so great, actually. I think I'm going to stay here.
Ooh, exciting.
You'll see why.
Okay.
I'm going to play a card. Inspector Legrasse.
Oh, he's
From
awesome. From the Consternation on the
That's
Constellation
right.
boat.
I get an additional accessory slot,
Mm-hmm. Additional hand.
which you'll know why I want the accessory slot
After a cultist
momentarily.
enters play, you do some stuff, yeah? Or you defeat a
After I
cultist,
defeat a
you get a
cultist,
clue.
yeah. But
or
that's
a-
not the important part. The important thing is I have Hallowed Mirror in my hand,
Ah, yes.
and
So now you need
he lets me
cash.
play it. It's cost 1. I'll get it and play next round.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, I'll make this happen.
And I got tons of soak, so that's what I'm building towards.
I'm not scared. So let's
I ain't scared.
first action move,
Uh-huh.
second action
Blasted Heath.
blasted heat.
What did it say?
Let's flavor it up. The summits are too rounded and symmetrical to give a sense of comfort and naturalness, and sometimes the sky silhouettes with a special clearness the queer circles of tall stone pillars with which most of them are crowned. Okay. Blasted Heath is a 4 shroud, 3 clues. You can lure a creature into a patch of sand, place up to 2 clues. Each investigators may as a group place up to 2 of their clues on an abomination. So similar to the Cold Spring Glen, we can spring a trap for 2 clues, which I have. So if this guy comes up here, that's happening.
That's pretty good.
He can get up there, can he? No, he cannot. He actually cannot. That's the safest place in the game. And then, well,
I mean, you
What?
can see what's in the hop yard.
I could, but then I got to worry about this guy coming up there, which is not altogether bad. It just puts me in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, because he's at the end of the phase, actually. So he won't attack
He
you.
wouldn't attack
I think that's pretty good.
All right, let's go to the Devil's Hop Yard. It says, still others try to explain the Devil's Hop Yard, a bleak, blasted hillside where no tree, shrub, or grass blade will grow. 2 shroud, 2 clues. The creature follows you into the mud. Each investigator in Devil's Hop Yard may place one of his or her clues on an abomination enemy in Devil's Hop Yard once per game. So this is actually good. So if we're both there, we get to put 2 clues on, which is very nice.
But luckily, I don't think we necessarily need any. Even one more here would be major. I think this is the place we want to lure this guy. or
We got to
this-
save. I think we got to save. So this one is 2 for this guy. This one is 2 for that guy. And then we have chances on all of them.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's my turn.
Righty
Don't
way.
have any fast actions, I don't think. Yeah.
All right. So then we go to the bad guy phase. This guy will hunt to me.
Yes, actually will, which is pretty cool. You can beat cop it after you unexhaust, but we'll get there.
I could also just engage it and cross it to the ground, right?
That's true. Yeah.
If I want to. Well, I guess it doesn't matter.
Doesn't if you worry about these minuses for your bad cards.
Yeah.
So then we go to the end of the enemy phase, where the enemies will move, starting with Old Red, as we do.
Let's go hop yard. Let's go hop yard. Actually, I kind of like him to come down to me.
The Cold Spring Glen,
That's
coming
me.
to you. And then the other guy, hopefully not also going there. Or I'm going to need to beat feet, get down there. Although I can go to the ruins and start pulling them off of you if we need to. Oh, and it's happening. Tough actin', tenactin'.
Zoe, what have you become?
Yeah, I do. Suddenly it got real grim. All right, everybody unexhaust. Is there a fast action window when you unexhaust? In the unexhaustion phase? I need one of these special cards. I don't even think it would give it to me. So your beat cop is going to stand up. This is when you could use beat cops, I think.
But I don't think
Or you can use them at the top of the mythos phase. It doesn't much matter. I'm just thinking if you want to clear the whippoorwill before your cards, you can.
Sure, yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna use a beat cop, and then that makes sense. I forgot about that.
Source, draw a card, and then I think it's like at the top of the mythos phase when we can use fast actions again. So we'll just say you did it then, and then add 1 doom.
Doom on, 4 of 6.
And then bad cards indeed. I hope it's not like every brood attacks you.
Uh-oh. Sorted and silent. If you end here, you take a horror.
Yeah. Hara. Idle hands. I can take 2 damage, take an additional action this turn. That's not terrible there. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to have to take a horror. Okay. Let's talk about actions. Let's talk about ideas.
2 health here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm currently at what? 2, 4, 6.
You're 2 up.
I'm ahead by 2. We got the old brain
Any
game.
pumps?
I do have pumps.
Can you go to +3 on both tests?
Yes. Sure can. I think I'm gonna.
Okay. So I could do...
So, like...
I could basically do, like, load fingerprint kit, grab 2 clues, grab a card, move to the ruins, pop this for the extra action, move this guy over here.
Or over here.
Yep, or over there. Just get 1 off of you.
That way he's not.
Assuming that
We
you
don't
kill
want
that
him
one.
here.
Mm-hmm. We do not want
It's
anything
the worst
there.
thing in the world.
Nothing there.
Yeah.
Nothing, please, for the love of God.
Yeah.
Or I could roll down there and give you a +2 out of my hand as a skill test.
I don't think we need that. Let me try to take this guy off the table first.
Okay.
Is that fair?
Now, is this guy being off of your location before you, let's say you hit twice, hit, you have a free action. So if you move, you'll take an attack of opportunity here. If I move him first.
Yep, do that first.
Yep, okay. So let's do it like this. First action, second action, third action. Slap. All right, first action, we're going to cash here 4 beautiful supplies on my fingerprint kit. Second action, we're going to use. I'm going to grab them. Grabbing them right now.
Right now. Yeah, that seems good.
Nope. 0.
What was it?
That, I don't know what that is. It's way over there. It's a token. I'll go grab it. So I'll grab my 2 clues as my second action. That's going to trigger Milan to gain me a money. It's going to trigger Professor Warren Rice to draw me a card. There it is. That's what we're waiting for. Internal injury comes into play. And mind over matter is good. So we got another evade moment if we ever need to get stuff in the weird world. Okay, so that's going to be direct damage, which is not good. So then we'll do, if it's in my threat area, I can take 2 damage to get an additional action. So we'll do that. We'll take 2 damage. It's going to be, I think it's going to be Armitage.
Yep.
Yeah. So 1 here and then 1 on Norm.
Well, Storm and Norman.
Now 2 actions remaining. Action here. And then last action. Yeah, so I could either move this or I can get rid of this thing. Direct damage is awful, but I'll be okay as long as nothing real bad happens.
Yeah, it's just, yeah.
Last action, take the test. I'm gonna have to grab that token.
Oh, we dropped a bag token? I couldn't tell what it was.
Yeah. It's actually the cultist.
Not the cultist.
does that mean? 0. Either from a Brood of Yogg-Sothoth in play or it's a -4. Actually, let's see what I'm at. So I'm at a 5, 6, 7. Ugh. Well, we can't remove all the clues from that thing, can we?
Nope, just a miss.
So there's nothing weird here that I can do. Nope, it's just a miss. You're right.
Yippee-ki-yay. Mine?
All right, you'll take some damage.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, you got plenty of sanity, right?
I get to roll?
Yeah, it's yours.
Let's start us swinging. We'll go +1.
End of my turn, direct damage from my internal injury.
I take, I'm ahead by 3. Pray for rain.
Yep. Ah, it's the worst. It's the worst.
I'm going to commit again. Ahead by 3.
Mm-hmm. This guy has been a real pain.
Yep.
Let me tell you. Oh, he's got retaliate too. You're going to take damage from that.
His attack?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, you got that next one at least.
1, 2, 3. Then I hit the next one.
1 sanity. You took 3 damage. You need to take 2 damage and 1 sanity. You can put it on Lagras.
Yeah, let's do
what have you.
Then
Kill this thing.
Third action.
Last action, please.
Head by 3. I'm going to get rid of the mirror.
Yeah, dude. You just got to get through it. You don't want that gas mask coming up.
Mm-mm. Auto fail.
Ah, there it is. All right, take another attack. You're going to be in a tough spot here.
Yes, sir. Let's see. I'm going to get a lot of attacks here.
So you're taking right now 2-1, and then you'll take 3-3.
Well, I'm going to take 1 and 1 and a physical here from the retaliate. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Then the end of the round?
Yep. All right, enemies that are enemies get to attack. That's going to be you.
Yep. So I take 3 and 3, right?
To instance of 2-1 and then an instance of 1-2.
So I'll take 1 and 1, basically. It's 3 of each, right?
Just have this guy attack first.
Yeah. 1 and 1, and I take one of these.
Mm-hmm.
And then this guy adds 1 and 2 here.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm down to 1.
You got
physical.
7 out of 9, right? You got 9.
Yeah,
You're
9,
tough.
down to 2.
But you just don't need to take another attack. I mean, I think that's the key here.
Yeah, then they move. Let's get them
Then
out
they
of here.
move. Get them out of here. Ouch. If you die, I'm resigning.
Man, how about me playing Lagras?
Yeah. Pro Lagras play. All right. The Heath.
Here, it can move here.
It cannot. I think we keep trying, but
It can move there. It can't go there, though.
Okay, yeah.
So then this would technically be towards.
Yeah.
Because that would be an extra step.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
And then the other brood. Yeah, Listic. Uh-oh. Devil's Hop Yard.
He's coming to you.
It's coming to Dad. Okay. Can we... Oh, wait. No, the Devil's Hop Yard... Yeah, we can. We can get back up there. That's right. Okay. Well, he's going to be coming with me. All right, then
Okay.
everything unexhausts.
Yep.
And then we draw a card. Gain a resource. Okay, so...
Oh, and I take another sanity.
Sorted?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Then we put this on. We get a card.
You got the bad uns.
Oh, man. Violent commands. I can either take an action and deal 2 damage to investigate at my location to discard it, or I can test 3 brain at the end of my turn. If I fail, I take a horror. My clock's ticking.
Mm-hmm. You know, if we kill that one and retire it and resign at Dunwich Village, that's not a bad life. You know what I mean?
Now, is
Kill
that just
3
that
and get out of
player
here?
resigns?
Mm-hmm.
Or is that both players resign?
No, whoever takes the action is the only one that gets out. But I could get there just as easy as anybody. Trying to think of what the outs are here.
I mean, interestingly, like, if I move and swing and miss, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
So I think what I would have to do is, it's technically
I can
fine.
roll and swing too. It's the same stats.
Okay. Because I can literally gain a money, play a guard dog
Mm-hmm.
to basically give myself 3 extra health right now.
Yeah, it's not bad.
And then this is going to advance. So then these 2 things are going to go away. We're probably going to get that other brood. And like, as long as it doesn't have retaliate. I don't know.
think I should probably roll over there. I mean, I've got this internal injury that's a problem. I need to get this because that's 1 direct every turn. And that means I'm 3 turns on the clock for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I've also got, ye old brood over here, -1. So for me to move, I'm just gonna have to eat it. Kill Christopher. And then I just can't miss on that retaliate boy. Probably shouldn't have given it, well. I mean, I can take a really good test. That's the thing. I say we go give it a shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So move here. That would take 1 damage, 1 damage, 1 damage. So I'm left with rice.
Now the other thing worth mentioning is I have a delve too deep in hand.
Mm-hmm. That is worth mentioning.
So like if we take him off the table and we both end up here,
Yeah, you got to delve there.
Next round I think is the delve turn.
Okay. We are going to advance the agenda next turn. So presumably we get the last brood in next turn. I mean, we've got the hop yard. We've got these guys ready to go here.
That's what I'm saying though, is like we're not far. We just can't die.
We just can't die. Yeah, that's the thing that I keep coming back to.
But like as long as one of us actually resigns, we get that resolution, right?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm not used to resigning. I've never done this before. All right, so the other thing I could do is I could brood, I could mind over matter, I could evade him for 1 action. Then I could move for my second, but then I don't have the attack. This internal injury is a problem. Just ridiculous.
Now another thing is,
Why did I get that weakness?
so I literally can gain a money, play a dog, get rid of this test with the dog,
Mm-hmm.
then take 1 horror from this from staying here.
Ugh.
If you were here, he is either going to move to one of these 3 spaces,
Mm-hmm.
and then you don't have to waste time on moving to him.
Yeah. Now, it is possible one of them dumps right here. And this is also a take a horror for your trouble kind of location. I kind of want to Leroy it, honestly. Let me just make sure it wouldn't totally kill me.
But if you test and fail and die, I may as well do it because I'm closer.
Well, I'm not going to test and fail and die.
Like if that's if that's something that could happen when you go over there, but
I could also do like move to the hop yard. Honestly, really at this point, I may as well. Now we can move stuff around too. Let's not sleep on that fact. I can evade here and just hang out. Play Mr. Rook, get rid of internal injury, one of those kinds of things.
that's true.
Probably
and I
get
could
rid
go
of
try to deal with
injury.
this.
Or you could just not. If he'll be evaded, you could do like move, and then just hang out and like, play the guard dog. And we could just take 1 more turn to hang. I think that's what we should do.
Okay.
I don't think we're in a hurry here. Like,
I'm
if
okay with
something
that.
drops here, we drop 2 clues on him and we start punching.
Yeah.
If something drops here, same idea.
If I were you, I'd almost evade and move.
That's what I'm doing. I'm going to evade and then move
Yeah,
up
because
here.
if he comes to us, you just immediately drop 2 clues on him, and he doesn't attack the turn he moves.
The only problem is this. This does a direct damage every turn. So it puts me to 4 out of 6.
Yeah, you got to get rid of it.
Which is a problem. So either get rid of that or, I'm gonna do it. So mind over matter till the end of the turn, etc. First action, let's try to evade this brood. It worked. Okay, so then I can either second, third, get rid of internal injury. He's gonna move, so he won't be wherever I am, and I can sit in the move stuff around location, which seems good to be there.
Yeah, and if he does move here, you can hop up there, right?
Yeah, I can just hop up there, hit
use
it,
it.
and start rolling.
I like that a lot.
All right, so let's get rid of internal injury as the last. And then that's my turn. Evade, and then heal up. And then it's over to you, and I think you just want to roll through and hang out at the hop yard, play the guard dog.
So I don't have the money to play the guard dog.
Okay.
I would have to
and
gain
you've got
a
that
money.
violent commands too.
Yeah, and I can't end here.
Yeah. We need to get you one extra action.
So I think it's money. Now, this is a brain test that I could possibly pass and not take this.
You could possibly pass it, yeah.
So literally, as long as I move, I think move, gain a money.
Mm-hmm.
And then like I hopefully pass this.
Mm-hmm.
If I don't, I take 1 damage, fine. The next round I can drop the dog and basically have some extra health.
Yep.
So let's
I'm
go
into it.
move, and then I'm
The
just
other
going
way.
to gain money. And then
Take care, Tigger plays.
end the round.
Steve and Zach, thanks for another great stream. Everyone, great chatting with you. Stay well, stay safe. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody.
See you, Tigger. End of round.
End of round. Okay, everybody's exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
No enemies need to attack. Then we go to the end of the enemy phase, and they're going to move. So starting with all red. Moving towards the heath. All right.
That's actually great.
And then we've got the one who's exhausted next to me.
He's ready now, right?
Yeah, Thomas, we can put clues on the hop here. We can trigger that ability. I got him with the fingerprint kit earlier. Moving towards the meadow. Hey, all right, a little breathing room. Okay, then we're going to draw a card. We're going to ready everything. Draw a card.
That's a great card to get.
Gain a resource. Ooh, Francis Morgan. Defeat an enemy, draw a card. Look at Francis going with a 4 health soak. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
right
good.
there. Gain a money. Then Dumont, the agenda is going to advance. So these guys are going to go away.
Mm-hmm. All right, 2B. Or not 2B.
Mythic card for Steven. What are you talking about, Brendan?
This? Did you draw a card last turn?
Oh, did we draw? Wait, hold on. We're already back. Did I not draw a card
We
at
haven't
all?
done the card phase yet. I don't know.
Did we miss that entire thing?
I don't know.
What was the card that you drew? What was that?
I got this thing, right?
Violent commands. What did I draw? Maybe I didn't draw. Did I not draw a bad card? Somebody tell me. Quick. Somebody tell me if I did or did not draw a bad card last turn. My gosh, that was like 1,000,000 years ago. Feels like 1,000 years ago. I'm about to just move on. Yeah, Centura, you just got here. You can't help.
Let's carry on.
All right, let's carry on.
All right. No place to hide. Shuffle the encounter deck and discard pile.
Give me that stargazing already.
If there's a set-aside Brood of Yath, the lead investigator reads the following out loud. What's me?
There is a set-aside Brood of Yath.
Bleak storm clouds churn overhead and a blanket of rain pelts the countryside. As the downpour grows in intensity, you take refuge in a half-ruined shack nearby. There's a flash of lightning. In the brief illumination, you spot the outline of something large in the rain. Without warning, the distant trees, though nothing seems to be bending them, the distant trees bend. Moments later, a force with the strength of a truck crashes into your refuge. Spawn one of the set-aside broods at the lead investigator's location, if able. Then each investigator at that location tests 4 foot. The new spawned Brood of Yath makes an attack against each investigator who fails this skill test.
Are you the lead investigator?
That's me.
Uh-oh.
Testing 2 foot. Oh no.
There's no way to win, is there? No, you don't have this. Not even possible.
Well, hopefully I have an answer. To a tablet.
You don't.
He attacks me. And I dodge.
You got the dodge. Oh my gosh. What an incredible freaking moment.
Zoe, get out of the way.
Oh my gosh. You were dead. You were dead 1,000 ways. How long do we have on this one?
And then it gets here, and it's in my hand. Agenda 3A, Horrors Unleashed. It was no joke tracking down something as big as a house that one could not see, but that had all the vicious malevolence of a demon. Each abomination gets +1 fight, +1 evade. Forced at the end of the enemy phase, move each Brood of Yogg enemy 1 towards a random location. 7 doom.
Okay, so all +1/+1.
Yep.
This guy needs to die. Oh my gosh. Okay, bad cards.
Sorted and silent.
Of course. Avian Thrall. Okay. All right. And we're back. Okay, so things I can do. I can move these guys around. This guy's got to move, right? We've got to get, because you can't take an attack to not take an attack, ultimately. This will kill Christopher. That's fine. Then I might have to do nothing. There's nothing here for me.
So if you move that guy, I can come down and deal with that thing.
Yeah, I'm just dealing with the reality of having this do an attack every time that I do anything. So I can test 4 to move something, take 1 and 1. Probably play Francis, take 1 and 1. Boy, do I want to kill that thing. And you're going to play the dog, right? Yes?
Yeah. Move.
Man, no miss makes
Dog.
Norman so sad.
Engage. Go. Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now, you don't have any clues either. Man, I want that thing dead. Just as a matter of, like, principle. I want it so dead. It's not even a joke. Sorted and silent up there is a problem.
So I think it has to be you move the guy. What else you do or not do is up to you. But then I move down, play the dog, engage here, do a free damage with the cross. I'm going to do a survival knife for 2, and then when he damages me, I'll hit 1 on the dog and deal with him.
Mm-hmm.
And
So that guy's gone, and the broods continue to just kind of...
And if you moved him here, then the dream for me would be if this guy can move here somehow, if like he naturally does, this guy ideally moves here.
Mm-hmm.
And then like we skate across, take that guy out on the way out.
Yeah. Start skating. Okay, Christopher. See you later. It was a good time. Appreciate you. Dr. Milan is going to step up to the plate. We're going to test to move one of these big dumb things. I wonder if I should pump this. Yes. Go to 8/4. Because that stupid tablet is everywhere.
Yeah, the tablet's bad.
Pass. It's -3. Okay, so this guy we want to move here.
I think so.
Get you out of there. Okay, then that's going to take an attack of opportunity, 1 and 1 here. It's been fun. It's been fun, buddy. Then we'll do second action. I'm going to play Francis Morgan from the top. I've got to take another 1 and 1. I'll take 1 here, 1 to me. Let's see what this guy is. And no stone unturned. Oh, you're still in the deck. I didn't think that was true. And then last action, I'll probably
pass.
I can take a shot at attacking this thrall with the formula. So it's an abomination. I can use it. It's a spell asset, so it's -3 fight. So it's a 2 fight to my 4 head.
It's not awful.
Well, -1. My 3 to 2. It's about the best I can do. That way, if you come down, you can just do a little wham bam survival knife to his cross and call it a day. Might be worth pumping, actually. Probably not. I'm going to save that for the real attacks, the big brain attacks. Yeah, Jeff, technically, yes, this isn't in play, but if you don't take damage on it, it doesn't matter. Oh, got him. A +1. See you later, alligator.
Oh, he's also +1 fight, so you still succeed, but...
Yeah, I still succeed somehow.
Miracle
wow.
sign.
All the abominations are,
all
not
the
just
abominations,
the birds.
each abomination.
Woo! Yep. All right, well, +1 in the best of times.
All right,
that's
mine.
great.
I'm going to move down. I'm going to play my guard dog. And then I'm going to engage, get a money, use the cross, do a damage.
Mm-hmm. Can you hit a 6 fight with your survival knife? I've got...
Yeah, I can get that.
I can 1 pump for you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Without a problem.
Okay, end of the round, enemies.
Yeah, end of the
So
round.
before that happens, we'll survival knife. I'm at 2, 6 to his 6, 7. I'm going to add 2 to make it a 9. I'm going to head
Knife
by 3.
on knife. What happened to this violent commands? Did that matter? Did you do that stuff?
No, I'm just going to take the test in a second. Got him.
Man, that +1 is firing.
And then, oh, it's at the end of my turn, so I should have tested 3 brain already. So 3 brain to my 4.
Oh my gosh,
Got it?
there's nothing but +1s. Oh, the Arkham gods giveth and taketh.
Okay.
So you don't take any horror.
That's
That's
right.
good.
And then into the enemy phase, the broods all brood
Broods
around.
move. Okay, starting with old
Big red.
Red. No hunters, right? All right, old red. Hop yard.
That's fine.
He's at a 9 because of the +1/+1, the other thing. Okay, hop yard. So he's within reach.
Yep, we'll
You
go this
go get
guy
him.
next.
Yeah. The meadow. Next one.
He can't move away.
Oh, that's right.
He goes here. This is the big one.
Where do we need him to go?
Not to us. I'll say that much.
That would be ideal, yeah. I can move him for an attack of opportunity.
These two would be, this would be the best one.
Oh!
There it is. Some luck. After that
Oy,
turn, I got wrecked by both of them coming to me. Okay.
Holler. Okay, unexhaust everything.
Yep. Card and resource.
Card and a resource, yeah.
Okay. Dumon. Bad card. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm. Coconut Monkey. This one is probably about a month or so away. Board in terms of being for sale. What do you got? So how bad is it?
It's got Surge.
Sucks
It says,
then.
attracting attention. Revelation, each brood of Yogg, enemy in play, moves 1 toward you. This one. And this one. And this one.
Nice. Good surge. Good surge.
And it's Surge. Whippoorwill.
Wow. Minus all the stats. So that's -2 to our brain there. We're going to need a lot of bumps. Eager for Death. Test 2, increase it difficulty by 1 for each damage on me, which is 4. So test 6, if I fail, take 2 horror. That's not a big deal. What's up, John the Bard? It's turning a little ugly for us. We're getting dogpiled here.
I think I know exactly what I'm doing.
So 3 horror. All right, I actually have to calculate it now. Okay, so it's 4. Yeah, there's no way I win that one. I have 5 to a 6. I will be taking 3 horror, courtesy of this game. We know we're going to hit that stargazing, though, at some point.
You loaded it in there for just this moment.
You love to see it. All right, what do we got here?
All right, so I think there's 2 options. I can literally just run, take 3 and 3. So then I do 3 damage here, 1 sanity, 2 sanity. I have 1 left. So it's move, move, resign.
Mm-hmm.
Another option is if you can move, move, resign, the thing I could do is move, move, resign, and then I can delve too deep.
Mm-hmm.
Like you move, move, resign, I just delve too deep.
These are all good things.
And then that way, I give us both an experience and I'll take a trauma.
Okay, now let's hold on just a second because I think this thing can die. So it's a 9 test.
That's true.
876543.
309. 8675.
So
Isn't that it? 8675
It is.
309.
It's a 9 test. We've got a 10 coming in, -2 because of the whippoorwill and Whately Run. So it's an 8 to a 9. I can pump it 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can go to 12 to 9, be 3 up.
And maybe score us another VP.
If we hit that one, we can potentially keep the party moving.
Where are your myths of Ryla?
They're
Riley.
here. Down in there. They're down right there.
I mean, I think if you can take him out, that's fantastic.
Yeah, we need to. 12 to 9. Do you have any pumps?
Here's a question. If I engage that whippoorwill,
Yeah.
does that cause attacks of opportunity?
No, I don't think Engage does.
So I
I
could
think in my head, anything that's fighty doesn't attack of opportunity, but
So,
we
like,
have to check.
if I go first, I could engage
Cross it.
to get it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's technically 6, right? Plus 6 here.
Mm-hmm.
Plus 4. I'm at 10.
-1 for the ruins.
So
So, you're
I'm at
9
9
to 9.
to 9.
Hey, do you have any pumps in hand?
No, not good enough.
No pumps. It does provoke, okay? Engaging does provoke,
Okay,
yeah.
so I think you go first.
Try to kill that thing,
Definitely.
and then... what's the step after that? Let's think about the step after that.
Can you take... No.
I can also...
I mean, is your step after that
just take the damage from this guy.
running? Yeah.
Yeah. But we got that brood there. So we could basically come up over the top. I could do like attack him, move. If you can get up here with me, that connects, right?
Those don't connect.
Here to here, but
Yep.
here can go to
Yeah,
here,
definitely.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you and I are both up there, then if anything comes up here, we dump 2 clues on him,
Dogpile.
and we just start smashing. It doesn't
Yeah.
have retaliate. It's a 5. It's the 5 fight.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So
like
then at
that.
that point, maybe we just wait and try to kill this one too.
Yeah, I think we might have a shot.
All right, so
Famous last words.
we need. Yeah. So what happens if I fail on this brood?
Don't. That's our best test.
It's the best test we could even imagine.
If you fail, you just run, right?
Well, I'm not sure that I live
You
on
do.
that failure.
Does he retaliate? Okay,
Yeah,
that's
he'll
a problem.
retaliate, and then so it's a total of 2, 4, 5.
You just
So
can't
it's a
fail.
total of 5 damage. So that's 4 and 5. So I can take it to
See you,
Dr.
United Stars.
Francis. And then 1, 2, 3. I'd go to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I'd have to take that 1 to Rice. So I can just barely get out of the air if I fail. But we're not going to fail. So let's take the attack. Boom. Put that no stone in there. Put a Mr. Rook in there. Put split the angle in there. That's +4. 3 up.
All right. The bag is our destiny.
The bag is our destiny. The destiny's in the bag. It always is. It always has been, really, hasn't it? You don't have any beat cops that could
Nothing.
smash this whippoorwill or something?
I wish. They got. Remember when I got dogpile on?
I do. Yes, I do. It's a 0.
Get him out of here.
Get him out of here. We've seen you for too long.
He was the worst one by far.
It's horrible. Okay. See ya. Brood gone to the victory display. And as an added bonus, Francis Morgan, defeat an enemy, draw a card.
Nice. Oh man, get those myths though. Where are the myths? Give me the myths.
Okay, then second action. I still
Where's
got a
Rachel?
brood. Still got a brood. Where's Rachel?
Where's Rachel? That's what that reminded me of. That's so good. Woo!
Ah, man. Okay. Second action, I really do want to get my boy Rook in here.
Up here, you have time to do it.
Yeah, I know.
Because nothing can get there in one turn.
Okay. Second action, let's move.
Now, you can't possibly evade this 3.
No, I have a 1 stat. And nothing.
Old man Withers?
My mind over matters are gone. Long gone. Yeah, long gone.
Okay.
So second action, we'll move and take an attack of opportunity, 2 sanity and 1 health. So let's do 1 health, 1 sanity, and 1 sanity. Put it on Morgan, just kill him. Just wrong. Wrong. Rice, gone. Last action, move to the hearth.
Well in.
Heath. Okay, and then you're on the old 2 sanity, 1 damage train as well if you're looking to party up there.
Yep. Move, take 2 sanity and 1 health. I'll put the health.
Oh, you got to
on the
worry
die.
about that violent commands too, don't you?
Yeah.
I guess you do that now. What do you think?
I'm gonna move a second time.
4? I mean, how much sanity do you have? Oh, 6. Yeah, you got to drop that violent commands right now.
Yeah.
See you, dog.
Oof.
It's a good time.
Yeah, it's fine. We made it.
All right, well, we're within striking distance
Survival
of
is the
resigning.
key.
Yeah,
Survival is the key. Now, it's also the kind of thing, like, if you have enough clues going on, like, at some point, I can leave.
Yes,
And you can still finish this thing.
that's true.
I hide while you solve the problems.
All right, Whippoorwill is going to hunt up towards us, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's correct. We got a brood here. We got a brood here. Okay. So starting with, what's our first brood? Which brood would you like to move first?
Let's start with this one. The Charging Beast. He seems like he should have to go first. He's charging after all.
Yeah, he is charging after all.
Give me this Cold Spring Glen.
If you tell me that, people will think we're cheating. Because it's
They can
not
see
easy
us.
to shuffle 6 cards in a way that you can't, if you wanted to, remember. I'm just not that good. Nor have I ever had a reason to cheat. It's all natural, baby. 10 Acre Meadow.
He's already there.
You stay where you are.
Great.
Whately ruins.
That'd be funny.
The Swelling Devourer. Up towards the heath.
Okay.
Continue scaring us. Then everything unexhausts.
Yep.
Wow, look at how great we were at one point and how now we're destitute.
Yes.
You've still got all these blades that are useless, though.
I have so many cards in my deck that are useless.
Draw a card, gain a resource.
Guess
Don't
what?
worry, still no miss.
Guess what Mono a Mono is not doing anything for? Ready everything?
Oh, wait, charging moves twice, they said. After Brood of Yacht moves for the first time each round.
He didn't move.
If it is unengaged, it immediately moves again.
But he didn't move.
He didn't move, did he?
He didn't move.
You can't move 0. That's not a move.
Just like I can't discard 0 tokens from something.
I mean, if I moved 0 inches towards the door, am I moving?
No.
No. Yeah, 100%. Doesn't move. Unless, is there like a rule on that? Did they FAQ that? I think we should read it as written. After moves for the first time each round. He didn't move. He didn't move.
Dumon?
Dumon, yes.
Card. How many set-aside broods are there?
2? No, 0. None. Is this a you thing? Yeah.
Well,
Oh yeah, Jake Ryan's, he technically did, that card did move all broods. So he would have, oh, but it wasn't unengaged, so it wouldn't have moved again.
I got a card called the Creature's Tracks. Peril. I either take 2 horror,
Don't do that one.
or I spawn a set-aside brood.
No, choose that one. Yeah, good
I
choice.
can't choose that one. I have to go. Right?
No. No, you can choose something you can't do in this game.
Can you?
I'm pretty certain of it.
I thought you couldn't. I thought you had to change this game state if you
No,
can.
it'll say if able, won't it? You change the game state by getting rid of the card. I mean, the card got... That's what I was... Yep, see ya. I guess it says you cannot play us as a... So you can't choose something you can't do? Is that true?
I think that's correct.
All right, Zoe, see ya.
So I'm out of here.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I have to choose an option that does something, apparently.
Okay. I can't take that for you with some weird choice or ability? Nope.
I went insane.
No, it's too much for you. You're very alarmed by the fact that you can't use your swords.
It is alarming.
Ah, each brood moves once towards me. Well, that's
actually not
perfect.
bad. So this moves here.
Yeah, and it has surge. Put it into play in my third area. Cannot play assets. All assets are blank. Into your turn, just 3. Okay, that's not terrible.
All these blades and nothing to stab.
Okay.
So you can technically fast action, put 2 tokens on him, and start swinging.
I think that's what I'm going to do, man.
Yeah, because you can take him off the table. You're doing okay.
And he doesn't have retaliate, so I may as well give it a shot, right?
Yeah. And this guy's only a 5, so if you get back over here and put 1 token on him, you're looking at
Yeah, I think it's time to start. It's time to party on, man. Start partying. Yeah. Who's laughing now, broods? Okay. We're going to lure the creature into a patch of sand. Place up to 2 clues on an abomination enemy once per game.
Oh, actually. He moved.
Oh, so he moves again?
Towards a random location.
Hope it's not towards me.
He's charging.
Hope he charges right towards that Cold Spring Glen.
I know. That's where I wanted to charge to. I died. I went insane.
Yeah, you didn't. It's fine.
You have to come bail me out of the asylum.
Yes,
there
back
he
to the
goes.
Glen. See you later, dummy.
That's actually perfect.
All right, here comes 2 clues on Dad here. Okay. So, swing.
Swing 3 times.
And if I miss the first one, I'm going to move and resign. I'm not playing that game. The moment this thing goes move, move, and I've got to take all of that damage, I have 2 sanity left.
Yep.
3 technically across them both. Yeah.
Just hit.
The treachery I have at the moment is Unhallowed Country. It blinks my ally assets. And then I can test 3 to unblink them. All it means is that I don't have +1 and I don't get a card when I get ready. Okay. So I am currently a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to his. Oh, he's at +1 because of that thing. He's a 7. These tests are garbage. These tests are garbage.
You may as well try until you can't try.
Well, I'm thinking, actually, if I draw the gas mask, I would die.
So you just move and resign.
I think you move and resign, yeah. As much as I don't like it. Trust me, I don't. Because we really wanted to get that, in play. That stupid. And he's got 2 health. Oh, it's 2 plus 2 health per investigator. This thing's got 6 health on it.
Yep.
Yeah, we're out of here. Move and resign. So take 1 and 1, and then he's gone.
I was on the verge of greatness.
Resign. Whew. We're out of here. Get out of here.
You hide from the creatures after I went insane.
Yeah, of course I did. Because I couldn't ever find the freaking stars. Yeah, don't you love when people do this after a game? They're like, I was so close to having the answer.
That was never going to happen.
What a garbage situation. All right, we resigned.
Yep. What's the book say?
Run away, run away. I'm scared.
I felt like we were doing fine, and then I got dogpiled and lost everything.
Well, it's one of those that can just out of nowhere get you.
Yeah.
Which is cool. I think that's not a bad deal at all. Okay, we got some experience though, you know. Okay, each investigator resigned or was defeated, 102. You did all you could to stop the rampaging monsters, but there were more of them than you realized, and you weren't able to slay them all. Exhausted and terrified, you retreat to Zebulon's home and hope to survive the night. In your campaign log, record that X number of broods escaped. 2.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, right? Don't worry, we calmed those town folk down. Everything's fine. We're hiding.
Nothing to see here.
We are hiding. All right, 2 birds escaped. If an investigator's deck contains the power of Ibn Ghazi, remove it. We don't need him anymore. And then we earn victory equal to... Yeah, the powder's gone. Earn victory equal to the victory display,
3.
which is 3. No weird locations that have any name.
Nope.
All right, 3 experience. That wasn't enough. All right, and then we go to where doom awaits next. That was simple.
All right. Well, I went and say, so I get a mental trauma.
Mental trauma. That's it. Yeah. Come back in.
It's not so bad.
So Zoe, I'm going to mark you for 1 mental trauma.
And I get how many experience did you say? 3.
3 experience.
Well, alrighty.
I know exactly what I'm doing.
What are you doing?
I'm putting that bulletproof vest in. I think. I think that's right. Yeah. Everything else is just big, weird stuff. Moment of respite. Heal through horror, draw a card. Well.
What's the equivalent for sanity?
It's a necklace. Elder Sign Amulet.
I can't do that.
Probably not.
Unless I also do the thing that lets me have 2 things out.
Just take less horror. You can take Relic Hunter, which is 3, right off the bat.
I'm also looking at the 3 experience stand together.
Ooh, Counterspell is good too. Yeah, 3 XP stand together is good.
I might use that and replace my Delve Too Deep.
That's a pretty appropriate thing to do.
Yeah, I like it.
Oh, man.
I'm going to do it.
What if... Man, I'm stuck between Counterspell and this jacket. I think I'm going to put the vest on, man. After that one, it's just like...
I feel like they juke you, though, because, like, are we going to have a lot of big enemies again?
Yeah, dude. It's going to have a reason that they escaped, right? They're going to come back.
Or maybe they're just ravaging the world.
This is Dunwich. This is a big, like, monster, scary monster kind of one.
Monster Mash?
I think it's a monster one, yeah. I'm going to put on this bulletproof vest. I'm over it. Norm's done with this garbage.
Seems good.
I'm dropping these withers. They've done nothing. Nothing. It was a good idea, but it just poor reality. All right.
Did it.
Done. Swapping it right in.
Here are these back, by the way. Ooh.
Oh, thanks. Man, got a bad weakness this time. All right, Undimensioned Unseen. That wasn't bad. That was great.
Yeah, I mean,
it was tough. It was good.
That was a good challenge. I feel like the ability for it to spike. So I felt like we were like way ahead, and then I was getting crushed. Like when they both came down and attacked me, it was just like
they're big scary monsters.
Too much
man.
all at once.
Big scary monsters.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't help. I mean, this is also one of those where your weapons are literally doing nothing.
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting because luckily we both had 4 brain. I mean, I can't imagine investigators without any brain. You just have to resign, right?
Or you just have to have whoever's on the brain getting rid of the broods. Like, you have to have one person with brain. If you don't,
I mean, you could have a party that's like a 2-1. That'd be the worst. But like a 3-2 would be really tough.
Yeah.
You'd have to probably take 1, maybe 2 out. You'd have to double clue them on the different locations just to take 2 out, and then you have to get out of there.
Yeah.
But if you have low brain, you also probably have someone with a high foot stat, because what we couldn't do is we couldn't evade the broods. And so, like, even if we're in a bad situation, it's like, well, evade that one. They don't attack.
Yeah.
We can sit there and dunk on them for a while.
You know, obviously, like, if we had, I think it was possible for us to get, could we have gotten more powder last time?
I don't think so.
Because
we could have saved 1 more person.
Whoever gets the powder.
Who gets the powder?
That's helpful to get rid of one of them. And then, like, technically, if you had to use a couple locations to get rid of a second one, I think it's possible. But, like, if you have low mind, you might only, your peak would probably be 2 or 3.
Yeah, that'd be tough.
You don't have a chance to actually win.
That'd be really tough. Yeah, dig deep in rogue money. That would be cool, yeah. As long as you got it. As long as you can find it. That's the thing, is I didn't see any miss.
Yeah.
They're in here, right? I hope I didn't take them out in some kind of weird, like, last minute make this deck worse.
Classic Steven.
Let's see where they were. All right, so we had Quantum Flex.
There it is.
There's the miss. Another stargazing. Get out of my sight. Another miss.
2 out of the next 3.
Working a hunch. And the Vengeful Hound on the bottom. That's not terrible.
Yep.
Can't hate that.
Yeah, that was good. I think it was a good scenario. I liked it.
I'd play it again, you know?
Yeah.
Like if I had to come through Dunwich again, I'd be like, cool. Let's check this out.
And apparently, by the way, the Broods in the original are all the same card.
Oh.
So that's the thing that this did, is it switched them so they're more unique, which I think is a good upgrade.
Yeah, that's definitely a good upgrade.
Makes it more interesting.
That charging one is cool.
Yeah,
All
agreed.
right, put this guy in the collection. Put these formulas out. All right, hey, thanks. Let's zoom it out. Let's see what's going on. Whew, man,
We did it.
that was like a challenging scenario.
It was weirdly challenging. Like, it was different. I feel like it was hitting a different beat.
It's amazing what they can do with this game, especially when you have streams sponsored by none other than Nalgene made in the USA.
Got him. Where did those go?
HDPE. Is HDPE the bad one or the good one? I can't remember. I think
You're asking the wrong
what's
guy.
the bad one? The BPA free is what everyone's into these days. Food grade medical plastic, lighter than your rigid Nalgene water bottle. Certainly lighter than a Hydro Flask or similar. Not a bad choice if you're looking to reduce weight that you carry along. This one comes in
Like if you're hiking.
48 ounces. It's a tremendous amount of water. You drink 2 of these puppies a day, you're looking good. You're in a good spot.
I can't find my stick to. Oh, there it is. I was like,
They paid us thousands of dollars to do that every day. It's crazy.
that's
We've
literally why
not-
we constrain. Just kidding.
we've
They're not
not-
sponsors. But it's funny to say because we've been doing it for a
I've
long
not had a
time.
sponsorship like this in a long time.
Ever.
Yeah, they know that everyone out there is drinking water.
Kid Zaki says, "Wow, 48 ounces.
That's right, 48
Such water."
big ounces. You need 2 of those a day, I think, to feel really spry. Where's this accursed stars are right? I'm gonna burn this one.
Didn't you already pull it? No.
I just looked at it. There it is.
We also there's something. Did you get those powders back? That goes to something else. That was in
Powder.
the previous
that's right
scenario,
here.
right?
Yeah. Powder.
Chris says, Steven, I just got 2 core sets Dunwich Legacy expansion box. I'm starting Jim Culver for solo.
All
I need
right.
advice on how I should approach him for a campaign.
Ooh, solo. I don't know. He's really nice. That Culver build that I was doing is nice. I don't know that you can flesh it out as much, just because you're going to have to multitask into both clues and fighting. So I would probably go. I mean, he probably does. You got to go 2x read the signs, and then you probably have to do 6th Sense. So you're probably looking at 6th Sense over Wither or Shriveling. That's up to you. Or you could do Song of the Dead. So I think your arcane slots are going to end up being 6th Sense and then a fight spell. Wither's the cheap one that maybe you replace over time. Or if you only have one person, maybe you don't need to deal with the big numbers that Shriveling gets to put up. So you could do Wither and, yeah, that's probably what I do. I do Wither and 6th Sense, and then I would have 2x Read the Signs, 2x Spectral Razor, and then I think Astral Travel probably is a little bit better in solo, just in case you need to be doing all the heavy lifting.
Solo's such a different format.
So I do that, yeah.
Like all those locations,
It's
there are
different.
1 clue per investigator, only gonna have 1.
Do you maybe you probably do Sign Magic? I mean, you probably do 2x Sign Magic, and then you probably do Miss, Attack Spell, and the other one, the 6th Sense. Maybe? I don't know. I've never done solo Mystic. You can do everything. It's just going to take you a long time to find it all. So that's a tough one. But yeah, it'll be great. It'll be fine. You'll get through it.
And now, another way to play solo, if you're not familiar, you can do 2-hand. A lot of people do that, right?
Tons of people do that. Yep. Tons of people do that.
Now, when you're playing that, do you literally have 2 separate hands, or do you treat it as 1 big hand?
2 separate hands. Yeah. 2 investigators that
You
can
have to
play
choose and all
things
that
at
kind
each
of stuff.
at each
Makes
person's
sense. You
location.
could like
yeah.
sleeve them differently, so you just have 1 hand, but you know very clearly like
Yeah.
blue is this, red's that. Kind of
You
stuff.
probably do Sign Magic and 1 Ritual Candles if you're building it like I was. But even the Ritual Candles isn't terribly necessary. It's nice though. It's really nice. So the Eureka Splash was tops for Jim. Absolutely tops. I thought that was an excellent splash. So I would suggest that very much. And yeah, Drawn to the Flame. Yeah, I'd probably do Drawn to the Flame.
Chris says that's so much thinking.
Yeah, it's a lot of thinking. Yeah, 100%. Does he not have access, Leonard, to most of those? He has access to all the Arcanist cards, doesn't he? He does. I played them all.
Arcanist?
Arcanist, Mystic. Excuse me. Mystic.
That's old spoils.
All right, well,
Turn.
let's get out of here. Let's have a good weekend. What's everybody got planned? Anybody doing anything fancy?
I'm getting out of here. That's what I'm doing.
Get a quote on some bulldozing.
I got a lot of house stuff to do.
Really?
Yep. It's going to be a long road.
Well, the good thing is on the other side of it is a house.
That's right. On the
That's
other
what I
side
have
of
to
that road.
keep telling myself. We found out we're gonna have to run polls. You want to know crazy? You guys want to know something crazy? So half mile, running electricity, main lines, $8,000 for poles, $22,000 if you bury it.
And if you bury it, it could have a lot of problems later, right?
Of course, it's hard to find the breaks if that happens, but you don't go out to the country to stare at electric poles, do you? And yet, the world just says hello.
Yep.
You just got to play to their game, man.
Shreds Million saying, is there a resolution? I don't think so, because we resigned.
Yep, no, it just basically is like, we were terrified, and then we go to the next one.
And we marked it. 2 of them were left.
2 of them were left standing.
So, like, they might come back and get us, you know what I mean?
2 of them were alive. All right, everybody, play some Ashes, play some Skytear, play some Flesh and Blood, play some Marvel Champions, play some Arkham Horror, play some Spoils, play some Middle-earth card games, some Star Wars TCG, some Star Wars CCG.
Play whatever you want.
Some
How
Lord
about
of the Rings TCG, some Smash Up, some Quantum, some Pandemic.
He's naming every game you can
some
think of.
Gloomhaven.
Some say he's still naming games.
Some say he's still there. See you guys. Have a great weekend.
See ya.
We'll see you next time.